I'm on my week 5, and I took my injection. What's today? Friday. I took my injection yesterday, which was actually 2 days early because I needed to travel and just did not feel like taking my Zepbound with me. But I forgot to eat today on some genuine like just being comfortable and not being hungry. Now, I didn't fast for the day because technically I did have calories. I Thank you. What did I have? I had iced coffee. I had to drive 3 hours to get to my current house sit. And I'm probably gonna be moving around while I do this live stream. That's why I'm going live from my phone instead of from my computer where I can interact with you guys. What? Oh gosh. Do I need to set my moderation filter? Stop. Okay, but anyway, um, so I wanted to talk about the fact that I forgot to eat today, and I have had a few people leave. Are you okay, Rosalind? Girl, you alright, Brody? Oh, okay. I've had a few people leave me comments asking about how do I manage to eat enough, and the answer is that I simply don't all the time. I don't always get enough calories. Hold on, dog wants to go outside, so let's take this with me. You want to go out? Come on, let's go. I think the cat wants to go outside too. The answer is I don't always eat enough, and that comes from having days like today's where life is just so busy, and sometimes. Okay, all right. You want to come in midnight? Come on. Um, that also comes from times where life is just so busy, and you just forget. You forget to eat. But I think what happens on can't see me. I think what happens on medications like GLP-1s is that it's not simply that people forget to eat, is that people get comfortable with their under eating. And that's a situation that you don't want to be in. So I'm asking the question, do we even actually need to eat every day? Do we need to eat every day? Like, what happens if we skip a day? Some people have a problem with fasting. Some people think that fasting is not, this is a very low chair. This is not a good place to sit. Some people think that fasting is not a healthy option. So the question is, are you setting yourself up for failure if, sorry, I should have did this before I came live, but I wasn't thinking. Okay. You've been eating the same sandwich all day. So let me tell y'all. So last week I waited 10 days to take my injection because I actually wanted to be hungry. Like I wanted my appetite. But this week I took my injection 2 days early because I needed to travel and I didn't want to bring my Zepbound with me. The problem with taking the injection 2 days early is that I have no appetite now. But hi, Jen. I got you a new badge, Jen. I'm testing out some badges for members, and I just wanted to see if I would be able to see how big the lettering is, and I can. It says Vain, and after you've been a member for a month, it'll turn a different color. So let me know what you think, but I'll probably play around with a few different designs. Okay, so the problem with me taking my injection 2 days early on day 5 instead of day 7 or even day 10 is that now I have no appetite. But it's not quite food aversion, okay? It's not quite a distaste for food, a disgust with food, a negative feeling toward food. It's literally just like, I'm not hungry. And I wonder if that's just me feeling normal. Is that what it's like to just be a normal human being? Is that what it's like to just wake up in the morning and not think about food? Now, me saying I don't think about food is a little tricky because I still think about it, but not because I'm hungry. I don't think I'm glad you like it. I don't think about food in a sense that I need to hurry up and get me something to eat. I think about food in a sense of habit. So like me getting in the car and driving for 3 hours, I'm like, "Ooh, I want me a muffin." I didn't have one, but I was thinking about it. I was like, oh, I want a muffin, or I want a breakfast sandwich, or I want this, I want that. But in all reality, I really just wasn't hungry. I really just wasn't hungry. And my day just, ugh, my day is, I'm getting around to doing this later in the day than I anticipated. So I don't really have a full topic that I can do right now. when I actually get into my traditional format for my live, I want to be able to interact with the comments. So I decided I'm going to wait until tomorrow morning to do my more traditional sit down live where I can comment back and forth. But you guys let me know how you're doing. Also, I said after our last fast that I wanted to start doing the 24-hour fast once a week. So today, technically, it's 6 p.m. on the East Coast. I should be starting my fast, but it's like, I didn't even eat today. But I haven't been fasting because I did have coffee. So I have a couple of options. I just came from the grocery store. I could either go in his house and make me a quick little dinner, or I could just not eat for the rest of the night and then don't eat until tomorrow afternoon for a proper fast. I don't even know what to do right now. Like, the day is mostly over. I did not eat. I'm not hungry. I don't feel bad. I'm not lightheaded. I'm not fatigued. I'm nothing. I feel so good. It's week 5 on Zepbound and I feel so good. Hi, Reindeer. Did you see my response to your email? I did get your email, but it was a busy week when I got home. I'm working extra hours at work, so I haven't had a chance to cover the topic you wanted me to cover, but I will be covering it this weekend. I feel like I should do it in a pre-recorded video, but it may have to be in a live. So hopefully you're here for that. Also, Jen, there should be a couple of emojis that you have access to. Well, they should be in the emoji section. Let me know if you see those. I want to see if the writing on them is big enough for the chat to see. Check your emoji section, Jen, and see if you can see the sidebar emoji and the clouds. You're welcome, dear. I'm not calling you a dear. You know, like, hello, dear. Yeah, like that. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm experimenting with this style of live stream because apparently YouTube will push it out to more people. Yes. Okay. So the cloud one is for when people fall out of the clouds. That's what that represents. And the sidebar is when I have a squirrel moment and we got to go off into talking about something completely unrelated to the topic, like Lizzo. The sidebar one, I can't really see it because I'm on my phone. I see that it says bar, but I can't see the side, the word side. So I might have to make that a little bit bigger. Okay. But yeah, so as I start to get more members, it'll be nice to see the clouds coming into the chat when people finally decide to stop being shy and comment. Amen. I actually did see somebody new earlier, but I don't know if they're a subscriber or somebody that just happened to see the stream and started watching. How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? Drop a comment, say hi. I'm going to be up here for a little while. Just talking about how things have been going for me. Oh, so I'm coming up on the end of my 30-day challenge. And man, let me tell you something. My boyfriend bought us some pizza last night. I was this close. But I got to weigh in. I have to weigh in on, technically Monday is the last day. But if I want to, make a scene about it, yeah, side is small. Okay, I'll fix that. If I want to make a... Ma'am, don't you get in that pool. What are you doing? I do not want you to get in the pool because I don't want to have to dry you off. Thank you. Okay, good dog. All right. What was I just saying? I just got completely distracted. Like, squirrel. Remind me what I was just talking about. Hey, puppy, you distracted me. Please don't get in that water. I do not want to have to dry you off at all. What was I just talking about? This is bad. I'm starting to think, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Have y'all heard about like Zepbound causing like issues with like short-term memory? That's not funny. If that really is a thing, that is not funny because I be thinking that Zepbound is causing me to like lose my memory. It's either Zepbound or it's the jab from a few years ago because I got the jab. Oh God, YouTube's not gonna like that I said that. But anyway, I got the thing a few years ago. So either that's causing my memory loss or Zepbound is causing my memory loss. And I hope it's not Zepbound. Okay. I hope it's not. I forgot the point that I was literally just trying to make. I'm tired. I've had a long day. Brain fog. I blame the jab too. Typically, like I would say like 99% of the time I blame the jab. Like I do. But every once in a while I'll be like, is it the Zepbound? Because I can't remember nothing. June Star has fallen out of the clouds. Thank you for commenting. Are you new? Are you pizza? The pizza. You're right. Okay, so my boyfriend bought home some pizza last night, and it was after I had taken my injection, so I wasn't hungry. I wasn't feeling bad. I just wasn't hungry. I hadn't had dinner, and I still wasn't hungry. But I had been wanting pizza for a while, and he coincidentally bought home some pizza. It was cold, and I was like, ugh, like I could totally. It was like 12 o'clock at night. I get off at 1 a.m. It was like 12 o'clock at night, and I wanted that pizza. I wanted it bad. Now, had he brought that pizza box in that house hot, piping hot, it would have been over. I would have just been. I'm not even supposed to have pizza on my 30-day challenge, but it's almost up, and you know how you start quitting toward the end of anything, like any type of challenge or anything. You start giving up toward the end. Yeah, I would have had a slice, but because I had to put in work to heat it up, I was like, all right, nah, I ain't gonna have it. But I put a couple slices to the side. You know what I mean? Hey, geez, I put a couple slices to the side to have today. And then me and my cousin talked about stepping on a scale, and I was like, I ain't gonna have a pizza. But I wanted it bad. I wanted it bad, but I gotta weigh in, and I know that a couple slices of pizza, my water retention is gonna just shoot up, and I need every ounce I could get because I'm like this close to being 10 pounds down. How new, June? How new? Have you watched any of my videos yet, or is this your very first video? I always shout out the people that I see comment for the first time. So thank you so much for commenting. Pizza is life, but I am in a process of removing gluten from my life. It is still a struggle. So every now and again, I still have something that has gluten, but ultimately, like by the end of the summer, I want to be 100% gluten free. Okay. For a week. Okay, cool. So you've been watching. Okay, cool. Thank you for commenting, and thank you for falling out of the clouds. All right. So I didn't have the pizza. And I was so like, let me tell y'all, it is a big deal for me to, I left the other dog in the house because this one was so busy trying to come out here. So let's go get the other doggy because it's not fair that one gets to be outside and not the other. But let me tell y'all something. It is a big deal for me to say no to something that I really want. And I think the reason I was able to say no is because of the Zepbound. Like it wasn't all that deep. Like I wanted it, but I wasn't really hungry. And I had to have a conversation with myself, like, wrong door. Where you going, girl? Roxanne. Oh, well, you're going to go back inside. Okay, that's fine. If you want to do that. I had to have a conversation with myself about not just eating for the sake of eating, which is hard. Like, it's hard to not just eat because I want to. I have to have a conversation. Like, before being on a GLP-1, I could convince myself that I was hungry when I wanted something. But now, I mean, even, to be honest with you, even when I was on some really bad compound, I could eat right through it. I could convince myself that I was hungry to eat anything. But now that I'm on Zepbound, there's literally, I cannot convince myself that I'm hungry. Like, I just can't. So when I do decide to eat, even though I'm not hungry, a lot of the time it's just because I'm trying to get my calories for the day. But a lot of the time it's also habit. Like I'm in the mood for something for the sake of being in the mood for it, or I want to eat something for the sake of habit. And I would say last night was the first time I had a conversation with myself where I was like, you know what? Don't do this. You're not hungry. You're about to go to bed. If you put 2 slices of pizza in your stomach, you're going to regret it. Like, I'm going to regret it with nightmares. Am I the only one that has nightmares if I eat right before I go to sleep? I have nightmares if I eat very, very late at night, especially if it's sugar or flour. I have nightmares. And I also weigh in every day. So I was like, okay, and then you're going to get up in the morning and then you're going to step on that scale and it's going to be up 2 pounds from the water retention and you're going to be pissed. So there was just no reason. There was no reason for me to have the pizza other than I wanted it. So I didn't have it. And that's a big deal for like me to say, no, I'm good when something is right in my face. That is a big deal. That is a huge leap in the right direction. And I'm aware of it. And I want to keep going in that direction. Nova Dialect says, yes, you need to eat every day. Your body processes certain vitamins daily. Vitamin C causes intense dreaming. Nova Dialect is another person falling out of the clouds. Are you new, Nova Dialect? Let us know how long you've been watching, and thank you so much for commenting. Yes, you need to eat every day. Okay, so I was waiting for somebody to pick a side so that I could take the opposite side. Okay, I like to debate. I can pretty much almost, I can pick any side of a conversation and take that angle and try to see if I can make a good argument for it. So Nova Dialect is the first person to say yes, you need to eat every day. So I'm gonna say no, you don't. Okay. I'm going to say you do not need to eat every day, and then we can have a conversation about why I feel that way. Now, had somebody said, no, you don't need to eat every day, I would have been like, well, yeah, you do. So I'm not trying to convince you one way or another. I want to have a debate or a conversation about it and see which side has the stronger points. I got intense dreams the first time I took magnesium citrate gummies. Yeah, a magnesium complex is on my list to cover for the supplements that we're going to talk about. Reindeer. I take my magnesium with me everywhere. But there's another one that I have that I talked about in a very, very early video that I don't think that people quite paid attention to, which is fine because my channel was so like new at the time. But it's another one called L-tryptophan that helps improve mood and relaxation and helps the production of serotonin. And it's my baby. Like, I love me some L-tryptophan, naturally occurring in the body. I love it. It helps me sleep at night. I don't take it all the time, but I just recently started taking it again because of your email. I was like, well, what supplements would I recommend? And there's only about 3 of them that I would recommend. There's only about 3 of them. Okay, so, oh my God, I'm going to start sweating. And the pool is not going to help me because it's warm. Gross. Ew. Yuck. I don't like a warm pool. Like, what's the point of getting in a pool in the summertime if it's going to be hot? Okay. Midnight. Where you going, bro? Over here to me. I thought so. Okay. So, the body can handle feast or famine cycles, but not good for long-term. I need you to dive into that a little bit more, Nova Dialect. Because the question is not necessarily long term, but okay, so famine. Do you think not eating for a day or maybe even 2 days in a week would be a part of a famine cycle? Tell me more about what you mean. I would say we don't need to eat every day. I would say we eat too much. Not just the people that are overweight or obese. Those are probably some of the most obvious examples, unless you have some sort of other hormonal condition going on with you. But in general, right? I'm speaking as an American. I'm in America, but some people outside of America watch. I think this is gonna apply to like most of the Western world too, and some parts of like Asia and stuff like that. But I think we eat too much and too often. Hi, Journey of Life. 2 to 3 days fasting is okay. So now you're saying fasting, but I thought you said we need to eat every day. Hey, hi. This is midnight. Oh God, he's fat. Oh God. Okay, go. He doesn't want to be picked up right now, but he wants to rub on my feet. I don't need you rolling around on my feet. Why is it glitching so much? Hold on. Thank you for telling me that. Maybe it's because of my Wi-Fi. Hold on. Let me go back in the house. How many people is it glitching for? It could be that I came out by the pool and maybe the Wi-Fi is not as strong. Who else is it glitching for? I need a check-in really quickly to find out if it's Journey of Life's issue that it's glitching or is it my issue? How many people is it glitching for? Hey, girl. You coming, cat? No? Okay, you staying out there. Cool. You want to go outside? Go ahead. Go. Come on. There you go. Good job. Okay. All right. Who's it glitching for? It's fine for reindeer. Who else is it glitching for? It was earlier, but now okay. Okay, let me see. I am in rural Appalachia. I ain't gonna lie, I pronounce it Appalachia. I pronounce it Appalachia. I ain't gonna lie. But I think it's pronounced Appalachia. Damn, I'm short. I'm trying to like raise up my selfie stick. I mean my tripod, and I can't raise it up very high because I'm short. It's good for Bernadette. Hi, Bernadette. Hi, Bria. Bria, I think you're new. I think that's a new name that's commenting. I think. I think. Thank you for falling out of the clouds, Bria. I think I've actually seen, maybe I've seen you comment on a video, but not on a live stream. Okay. All right, journey of life. Try refreshing and see if the the stream is better for you now. I remember the thumbnail. No, not the thumbnail. Your profile picture, your icon, your avatar. I remember the avatar. Okay. All right, cool. Okay, so back to Nova Dialect. So the question is, do we need to eat every day? And originally, Nova Dialect, you said yes, because the body needs to process foods for vitamins. But now you're saying that cycles are okay. Okay. So what do you think those cycles look like? Because then the question would be, well, on the days that you're not eating, what happens with the vitamins? Like, so are you just not getting your nutrition for that day? Are you not getting your vitamin needs for that day? And does that therefore mean that it's possibly unhealthy to fast? It was glitching journey. Okay, I came back in the house. I think it's probably just because I was sitting outside. So I'm going to say no. I'm going to say you don't need to eat every day, especially if you have excess weight on your body. I'm going to say you don't, just because I'm taking the opposite side of the argument. I'm just going to take the opposite side so that it's not an echo chamber. So I'm going to say no. We don't necessarily need to eat every day. Not long-term, dude, is bad. Electrolyte imbalance starts. Okay. I'm just listen. You're dealing with a amateur debater here. Okay. I'm gonna push back and push. Okay. Don't be offended. Don't be like, is this chick not listening to me? Like, no. I'm just. No matter what you say, if I'm taking the opposite side, I'm going to challenge what you're saying. Not because you're wrong, just because I wanna hear the other side of the argument. So. I will say that no, you don't need to eat every day. And then I'm going to give my reasoning for why. I think that our bodies are incredibly smart. I think our bodies are smarter. Have a good night. Where are you in the world, Nova Dialect? You going to bed? It's kind of early. It's only 6 o'clock, 6:30 on the East Coast. Where you at? If you don't mind sharing. As a matter of fact, everybody that is leaving a comment, let me know where you're tuning in from. City, state, country. Something tells me Nova Dialect is not in the US, because why are you going to bed? I'm only your business. Okay. I'm gonna say no. Australia. We got Australia. Thank you for sharing, and thank you for commenting and participating. Now this whole live is about to be about you, Nova Dialect. So when you wake up, you can come back and finish it. Nelly is in Fayetteville. I'm in North Carolina too. I am in Shelby. Close to Asheville. I love me some mountains. I love being in the mountains. I love being in Appalachia. Durham, you're very close, Bria. You're very close. Boston. Okay. All right. Yes, Nova Dialect. When you wake up, come back and listen to me talk about you for like an hour. All right. So, no. Now that Nova Dialect is not here to defend themselves, let's go in. So no, I'm gonna say no. We don't need to eat every day. In fact, we eat too much. We need to put down the fork, okay? And our GLP-1s are a way to help us do that. Because and then here's the thing. You know what I mean? Like there are some people that will have like a weird cognitive dissonance where they will defend eating on a regular basis, even though they know on a GLP-1 they don't, right? Now, for me personally, when I was on compound, I made myself eat. I forced myself to eat. Sometimes it wasn't even me forcing, it was me just wanting to eat for the sake of eating, because I didn't have, my food noise wasn't under control on compound. The compound that I was using just really wasn't that good. But it's hard for you to fast over 20 hours, Nature Girl. So you didn't do the 24 with us, or did you? Tell me more. Because I'm trying to debate whether or not I'm going to start another 24 tonight because I didn't even eat today. All I had was coffee. So technically I didn't fast, but like I barely had like 500 calories today. I had like two or three. And you know how I feel about breaking a fast and under eating for the day, right? I am team eat or don't eat. I don't like consistent under eating. Um, Nelly is on Manjaro and eats one meal a day. Nelly, I got beef with one meal a day on Manjaro. Do you want to know why? I have a I don't have a beef with one meal a day in general. I have a beef with it on a GLP-1. Let me know if you want to know. I feel really like does my phone look like it's too low? I just keep trying to adjust it, but I am so short that I can't like really raise it too much. Um it just doesn't feel right. Like I'm typically doing this sitting so I don't have to like face myself. I don't have to face all of the 5'3" that I have to offer. But now that I'm like forced to face this, it's stressing me out. It's stressing me out. Okay, Jen, I'll see you when you get back if I'm still here. And I want to know why we lose you on the fasting. Okay. Oh, that makes sense now from some of your other comments in one of the last videos. Okay, that makes sense now. Um, so I feel like our bodies know what to do when we're not eating. In fact, the whole point in putting on body fat, not nachos, the whole point in putting on body fat is to have something for your body to eat when you're not eating. Okay. And I don't think that we give our bodies a chance to eat what we've already eaten or to, let's just say, use. I don't think we give our bodies a chance to utilize what we've already eaten. Do we have any pushback against that? Because let's think about this. How exactly do people expect to lose the body fat that they have put on? Right? Like how do you expect it to go anywhere? You think that if you work out according to like a Jillian Michaels, you work out enough, you will burn the calories and that will make your body fat go away? We've already essentially debunked that, and we've talked about how if you don't have the right hormonal signals, the body fat's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere unless you starve yourself for like more than a week. It's not going anywhere. So my argument is that no, you don't necessarily need to eat every day, but we are accustomed to eating every day because food is typically available to us every day. Being sensitive and being mindful of those that don't have access to food every day, those that may be food insecure. I'm not necessarily talking about those people, but I mean, for I think the majority of people that have access to food on a regular basis, I don't think we need to be eating as much as we do. And I don't think we necessarily need to be eating every day. Now, people that already fast might sort of kind of be able to get with this. Like, I mean, you already know what it's like to go a day without eating. I started this live out by talking about how I didn't even eat today. I feel like I'm pretty energetic. Like, do I seem fatigued? I'm pretty energetic. I had a coffee today. I had a coffee. I had a coffee. You know what? And that's not good because technically I haven't drank enough water today. Let's be fancy. Let's get a wine glass. Let's get a wine glass and get some water. This house that I'm in is on a well. Well, not on a well, but they have well water in a pretty solid filtration system. So there's not a lot of places in the world where I'll just drink water straight out of the tap, but here I will. I will drink water out of the tap. Look at me being a drunk on YouTube Live. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Okay, eating less and healthier and walk your flubber off. That's what I do. Eat less and healthier. Let me tell y'all what sparked this topic. I tried not to come on here all pissed off, but I was pissed off about 10 minutes before I started this live. So, of course, I didn't have a topic for today because the things that I actually want to talk about require me. Oh, I also realized I broke my light. But the things that I want to talk about actually require me to either do a pre-recorded video where I can edit it, or I have to be willing to sit down with my laptop, and I don't feel like doing that right now because I know I got to move around with the dogs and everything. So, but here we are. Let me tell you what pissed me off and got me um to talk about this topic. I just came from the grocery store. Hear me out. Hear me out. Is my drinking like, is that annoying? Because I can mute when I drink. If you can hear me swallowing, because I have an earpod in. But I just came from the grocery store. And I was very distraught because I spent $65 on like maybe 3 days worth of food. Maybe 4 or 5, depending on how often I eat during the day. And I was upset. Let me tell you exactly what I got. And I thought I was shopping on sale. I thought I was doing something. We've talked about my grocery shopping before and how I try to switch to Aldi to get more affordable groceries and things like that because I'm trying to clear up my budget to be able to more comfortably afford Zepbound at $500 a month. Eli Lilly. But they don't have an Aldi where I am, or it wasn't as close. So I went to their local store, Ingles or whatever. And I got 2 packs of bacon, a dozen and a half of eggs, so like the 18 pack. That was $20 alone. Granted, I probably could have got some cheaper eggs, okay? We've had the egg conversation before where I just insist on buying more expensive eggs. So let me not be like, okay, so I spent about $7 on eggs. I probably could have spent about 3. Okay, so that's $4. That I, let's say, overspent. But then I proceeded to get like some pork rinds and some coffee creamer, some yogurt, chicken wings. A little mini pack of chicken wings was like $10. And when I got to the register, it was $65. And like with after the sale, after the sale, like it would have been like 85 had the things not been on sale, or had I not had the store card, which is one of the things that I told y'all to do. If you're shopping, you're doing your grocery shopping, make sure you have a store card, okay? Have the store card. But I was just upset, and I'm like, how are we exactly supposed to afford groceries, right? Like, this is coming from a person that makes fairly good money, and I don't have children. It's just me. I mean, when I'm home, it's me and my boyfriend, but when I'm traveling, it's just me. And I'm stressing about $65 on groceries that are probably gonna last me less than a week. I had a moment and I was like, I don't need to eat every day. This is stupid. Don't judge me. But I was just like, first of all, I didn't even eat today. I could get away with this like 1 or 2 times a week and be all right, because this is fucking ridiculous. Like, and I think it's unreasonable to suggest to people that, hey, maybe you'll save a little money by not eating every day. So I don't want to do that. I'm the crazy person. I'm just letting you know how we got here. Like, I spent almost $100 and only got enough stuff. No produce. I didn't get any produce. I didn't get any fruit, which I wanted, but I didn't get any fruit. $65, and it's probably gonna last me about 4 or 5 days, which is about the amount of time that I'm gonna be here. Yep. That's how that works. And to be honest with you, wasn't there like, I think there was this, I wish I would have had it in front of me, but I think there was some numbers coming out about certain snack companies losing money since people have been on GLP-1s more and more. Because people are just less hungry, so they're spending less, they're eating out less, they're shopping less, and when they are, they're buying less junk food and things like that. So why can't we just embrace that and eat less? Why can't we do that? Journey of Life says, if I ate the way I used to eat, I'd be bigger again. So for me, I have to eat less than I did before. Are you eating less, or did you change what you ate? Or did you change... Yeah, did you change what you ate? Did you change what you used to eat? Is it that you're eating less? Or is the variety of what you're eating that's different? What? Okay, so let's talk about this. What did you buy? I have 3 kids, and $65 gets me a lot of groceries with sales. And I'm in California, the land of expensive. I mean, gas is six. You know what it is? I also think that you're probably more of a smart shopper because you have more people to feed. Um, so I'm gonna tell you exactly what I got. I got 2 packs of bacon. Now, since the pandemic, bacon has shot. Well, all food has shot through the roof, but especially like bacon, eggs, chicken, my staples. So those are my staples: bacon, eggs, and chicken. Um, the chick. Let me show y'all this goddamn pack of chicken that I got for $10 fucking. Let me show y'all this shit here. Hold on. Where is it? Let me show y'all this. Look at this. Who could possibly be calling me? Potential spam. We're not going to answer that. Let me show y'all. Look. Look at this. This is what I got. You see that? It was $9.31. Do you think that's reasonable? I don't think this is reasonable. Like, I don't think that this is reasonable. Like, this is enough food for me as one person. This will probably last me 2 or 3 days. Wingets. This is less than 2 pounds. Less than 2 pounds for almost $10. Right? For almost $10. Then I got, now this I did not have to do. I could have gotten, should we count this? I'm going to count it because I got it, but I didn't have to do this. Hold on. Fridge is yelling at me. I didn't have to do this, but I did it. So I got these eggs, right? Pete and Jerry's, pasture raised. These aren't even the organic ones. Pete and Jerry has one that says organic in big letters, but I got the 18 pack for like $7. But the thing about it is, where I live in Raleigh, no, Journey, I'm telling you, where I live in Raleigh, a dozen, not even 18, a dozen is like $12 or $13. So when I saw 18 for $7 and they were on sale, they were the original price was like 9 something. When I saw them on sale for like $7, I was like, I'm getting these, because typically when I'm back home, I don't get the eggs that I really want to get because they cost so much. Like a dozen eggs where I live in the city, if I want either pasture raised or organic, they're like anywhere between $10 and $12. So I typically go with the non-organic farm raised. I go with the farm raised, and I get it for about, even then, like, it's hard for me to find eggs for less than $5 or $6. It's really hard for me to find eggs for less than $5 or $6. So when I saw 18 of the brand that I want for $7, I was like, I'm getting those. I'm splurging. That was a splurge for me. That was a splurge. That little pack of chicken, I got a little mini. Do I even want to show this? Like, this is getting worse. Like, this is getting embarrassing. But I got me like a pack of Activia because I wanted the fiberish. I don't even know if that's a word. I wanted the fiber-rich yogurt. Activia, I haven't had it in years, but when I used to drink it years ago, I'm talking about over 10 years ago, they were in decent, like, maybe, I don't even know how many ounces, but they were in good sized bottles. Now they're like this. Like, you get one little tiny yogurt or whatever, and then you get like a pack of 6 or 8 for, I don't know, like $7. Like, it was something outrageous. Like, it was outrageous. Do I have my receipt? You know what? I probably have my receipt. I can tell you exactly what I got. I can tell you exactly what I got. So I got a pack of cheese sticks, Sargento, for $5. 5 of them things. I did get a pack of shredded cheese for $2. I got some half and half creamer for $2.78, so about $3. And then the Activia was $6, which I honestly think back home it's like $7 or $8, which is why I don't buy it. That's why I don't buy it. Party wings, $9.31. I bought a frozen. I typically don't buy frozen food, but I did buy a frozen bag of chicken Alfredo for $10, which I thought was outrageous. I thought that was A frozen. So it has about 5 servings in there. One serving is 1 cup, and I'm like $10. Like what? How much did I save? Does it tell me? It says I saved $22. So, like I said, these were the discounted prices. So I was sale shopping, and I guess for a cup, like for the eggs, I could have chosen to get like store brand. So the eggs, I typically when I go on a house sit, I typically splurge on the eggs. So cheese, half and half, yogurt, eggs, bacon, wings, and I bought some pork rinds that were buy one get one free. So they were like $3. And that was it. And the frozen Alfredo, $65. So had I not gotten, I literally had to ask for the store card at the register. Had I not asked for the store card, it would have been $87, $90. Crazy, crazy. I can't be helped, bro. I can't be helped. I can't be helped. Um. Hey, Erica. Yeah, I still crave snacks. Since being on Zepbound, like the brand, crave is an interesting word. Crave is an interesting word because I don't necessarily crave snacks, but I still have them out of boredom, out of how I feel, like emotionally, like the emotional eating that we talked about before. Go to the butcher place instead and see what they have on sale there and buy that. I buy pasture raised at Sam's Club for $6, 18 eggs. Otherwise, I pay 10 for a dozen pasture raised. You said Sam's? Hold on, I have a BJ's membership. Oh, it's on his phone, so I can't look at the BJ's app. You know what it is? You're right. But at my local BJ's where I live, the pasture raised is always sold out. It's always sold out. So you're right. I definitely can get the pasture raised for cheaper at BJ's. Um, Once I start eating a bite or two, I'm satisfied to stop. It's amazing what Zepbound did to my brain. Do they have an app? Their apps have coupons. So probably, I would say most likely. But since I'm traveling, I didn't do all the extra stuff. And to be honest, what's going to start happening is that I'm gonna start collecting grocery store apps and grocery store cards for every town I go to. Like, like that's what's gonna end up happening. Because this is not the first time I've been to an Ingles. Like I've this is not even my first time house sitting here. Like I've house sat here before, but the first time I pretty much just ate what they had, and this time around I wanted to get some stuff. Um, so yeah, I definitely need to be smart about that. So go to the butcher about the meat. Is that what you're saying? Obviously, like you're talking about the meat, right? The meat. Go get my bacon and my chicken potentially from a butcher. Okay. To be honest, I don't even know where the butcher is where I live because to me the grocery store is the butcher. But I know what you mean, but I'm just saying like the grocery store is the butcher. Like they have the butcher set up. I don't know how they do it on the West Coast, but here they have the butcher person within like the section within the grocery store. It's not just packaged foods. Like there's some that they're slicing and dicing in the grocery store. But definitely, it's more expensive, probably. I just need a phone number. No. 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 So for here, like so when I went to the store, I asked for the store card. She gave me the store card with an application. I was like, I'm not filling this application out. You want to come inside? I did use the store card, but in order for them to have my phone number, I had to do like an application and take it to customer service. I wasn't doing all that. That's crazy work. What you barking at? Oh, you're not barking to come inside. Y'all are chilling. You want to come in? You seem like you want to come in. It's hot out there, isn't it? Yep. Come on. You coming? Let's go. Yeah, it's hot. I know. Oh God, why did you do that, Roxanne? Or did you fall? What just happened? Oh, I think you fell. Okay. Um. So yeah. So my beef was with the grocery store. That's really what it was. I was just like, man, like I'm trying. Like when I have an Aldi near me, I get a good amount of food. But I'm not gonna lie, some of the stuff I don't like from Aldi. Like I didn't like Aldi's bacon. I didn't like. I don't like their dairy. Like I don't like their cheese, their milk. So certain things from Aldi, I'm just like, mm. And as I go gluten free, there's less room for processed food in my diet. Like, there's less room for bread. Hey, Rosalind, want your treat? There you go. Better get it before she gets it. No, right there. Okay, don't get it. Where do you order your medicine from? I order mine from Lily Direct. Yep. If y'all have any questions, don't be shy. Just drop them. My topic is just like literally off the dome. This wasn't planned. I just wanted to go live to catch up with y'all. So if you have any questions, just drop a comment. Tigger Boo, you are a new commenter. I hope you're subscribed. Let us know where you're watching from. And I get mine from Lily Direct. Some people were at, okay, so let me address this as well. Maybe I'll cut this part out. I don't know if it'll be its own video, but some people were asking me about telehealth and getting their brand from telehealth. I'm not gonna lie, I cannot help with that because I'm not familiar with it. I'm not familiar with it. Oh God, this dog's about to start choking. She drinks her water too fast. You live in Puerto Rico? So, okay, so here's the thing. Like, you have to, okay. So one, I'm on vials. I'm on Zepbound vials. So you have, okay. I just went out and came back in. So let me know how it is now. Let me know. Mine is, she is repeating, I wish I can send this to her so she laughs at this. Okay, I'm back. Much better now. Y'all gonna have to be patient with me in these mountains, okay? I came upstairs and I also went out and came back in. So I honestly, it was an accident. So I went out and closed some apps and then I accidentally closed YouTube, and luckily I came back and they let me come back to the same stream, because if not I would have just started over. Okay. It's them Appalachian internets. Amen. It is them Appalachian internets. But yeah, they used to have Starlink here, and Starlink was the bomb when I first came here, but I don't know what happened. Like, and it's the mountains. Satellite would probably be better, but I guess on a cloudy day, then it's not the best. Like if you don't have a direct line of sight to the sky. Okay, let me go back because I forgot what we were talking about. Not an awkward freak. Y'all were losing it in these comments. Y'all were losing it. Okay, so Puerto Rico. I was getting into getting the vials and whether or not they would ship to Puerto Rico. I don't know, but I think you should find out. Tigger, are you already on a GLP-1? Are you using compound? Are they using GLP-1s in Australia? Because we just had somebody in Australia, from Australia in here earlier. Like, what? Y'all on the Zepboundies in Australia for $4.87? Okay. Hit the like the stream. I was like a broken robot borging. Don't you try to come up these stairs. See, okay. So one of the dogs has 3 legs, and she does not like being left out. So the other dog came upstairs. Let me flip the camera so you can see him. Let me see her. Hey, girl. Now you done left Rosalind down them steps, and she gonna try to come up here. That's just. Ugh. I remember the first time I was pet sitting here. And I came upstairs and she tried to get her behind up these stairs, and I'm like, okay, so what's going on? Like, I talk to the dogs that I pet sit like they're black. I do. Like I talk to them like I talk to everybody else. like my nieces and nephews. I'm like, so why you want to try to come up these stairs knowing you can't get back down? Yeah? Don't do that. Okay. So, Tigger, you're not on a GLP-1 yet, but you're interested? Do you know anybody that's... Oh, I wanted to ask this question, but I didn't want to put it in the title and make it seem like I was being messy. But just out of curiosity, for those that of y'all that watch other content creators that talk about GLP-1s and stuff like that. What do y'all like about the GLP-1 space and content creators that are on GLP-1s, or I don't think there are any that have weaned off. I don't think there are any that were on and are now off. But what do y'all like about the other content creators in the space? Or what do you like about this channel if you've been watching for a little while? Yes, I said Lily Direct. Lily Direct, I get it from Eli Lilly, the company that does Zepbound. I get it from them. And I get it overnight, and it's beautiful and it's amazing. And I was on Compound for a very long time, and it was okay. That's another thing. Like, some people are commenting like, it's not the compound. It's not the now. If you said that, don't be mad. I just be teasing. But people are like, it's not the compound. I had a great experience, and I'm like, I'm not saying you can't have a good experience on Compound. I'm not even trying to convince you to not choose Compound. I'm saying I personally don't. I wouldn't recommend it. Not because it's bad or you can't lose weight. I just feel like you should just spend your money and get the Zep. If you're going to spend it, just go ahead and spend it and get the Zepbound. If you're going, like, so it would be one thing if you just simply did not want to do vials at all. Like, you did not want to do a syringe. So you're like, I have to go with brand. But if you're going to do syringes and you're going to spend $300-$400 for telehealth fees plus Compound, I feel like you should just spend the extra money and get the Zepbound. I personally do. So if anybody feels like I'm beating up on Compound, it's not. Like, I vouch for Hollandale, but they don't compound. They don't make Compound Zepbound anymore. So for the other compound pharmacies, including Mochi, like when they were with Akita, I don't know who they're with now. I think they're with Red Rock, but it's like, like somebody commented like, oh, thank you, on my old Mochi video. Like, thank you. I was thinking about Mochi and everybody was saying bad stuff about them. And I'm like, whoa there. When I did my video, after I did my video, Mochi started having some problems, which I think have since recovered. So I don't know, do your research. But there's not a telehealth company that I vouch for right now because I'm not using telehealth. When I was using telehealth, I did videos about the ones that I used and what my experiences were and the different compounding pharmacies. And maybe I'm a little jaded after having 6 months of no progress, 5 to 6 months of no progress. Maybe I'm a little jaded, but I also lost thousands of dollars, and I would not wish that on anybody. Hi, Sandy. Sandy B. So I guess since I'm on here with y'all, I won't be eating. I guess since I'm on here with y'all, I'm not going to eat. And I'm just going to go into tomorrow fasted. Because ain't no way I'm about to go cook. And because I'm on the last few days of this 30-day challenge, I can't eat out until Sunday or Monday. So yeah. Do y'all want to take a guess at what my weight is? The last weigh-in was 195. And I have to get to 192 in order to be officially 10 pounds down. I haven't done a 10-pound down video celebration since like December. December, January, something like that. So this is a big deal for me if I reach 192. It's a big deal. And then right after this, I'm going straight into taking it up a notch for July. Come join me. I don't really like giving people a lot of rules. That's why I don't like try to do challenges for the channel, because people get real bent out of shape about having to have restriction and have... I don't know what's happening. I have no clue. I don't know what's wrong. You okay, girl? Does your head itch? You're starting to scare me, bro. Come here. You want pets? I don't know what happened. Okay. How much have you lost and how does it make you feel? I lost... What number am I at, y'all? 45 pounds? No, okay. Hold on, Tigger. because I'm not, Jen. I got the air fryer with me, and that's where they going. They going in the air fryer, but I don't feel like it. I'm talking to y'all. um, how much have I lost? Okay, so I lost 45 pounds, but the first 40 was on compound tirzepatide. If you don't know what that is, Tigger, it is not quote unquote the off-brand version of Zepbound, but it is, how would y'all describe compound? Like, so back last year, and actually for a couple of years, there was a shortage on Manjaro, the brand of GLP-1. There was a shortage, and actually it was a shortage for Ozempic too. So in the U.S., when there's a shortage, compounding pharmacies, which is a type of pharmacy, in case you don't, I don't know if you know this, so I'm just explaining it, or somebody else may not know it, but basically certain pharmacies can fill in the gap with the shortage, right? They can start to make the medication on their own with a little, like with slight alterations. They can start to make the medication on their own to fill the supply. Well, I think that since then, Lilly has come up to par with their production, I believe. And now the compounders are supposed to be shutting down, but because it's so lucrative, they simply don't want to. So I said that to say I was on compound tirzepatide, which is not the brand, it's the off-brand version. It's that just makes it sound so bad. It makes it sound bootleg, but it's not. I was on a compounded version for nearly a year, about 10 months, 9 months, something like that. And I lost 40 pounds. But I lost the first 40 pounds in the first 5 months, and then spent about 5 months with zero progress. The thing about compound is where you get it from can change depending on where the telehealth company sends your prescription. So there's this element of inconsistency when it comes to getting your medication, which can be very frustrating because you can get some really good shit from one compounding pharmacy that's so super, it's like an inch away from being as good as the brand, or it is as good as the brand to some people. Or you can get some really, really crappy trash. It's like injecting water compound. Well, I spent 5 months on injecting trash. So why are you here, David Freeman? That's what a live is. Like, you talk to people, you clicked on it, you can click off of it. Okay? Anyway, as I was saying, so I spent about 5 months not getting progress, and I decided to switch to brand. Now, to answer your question about how much I spend, or no, you said how much I lost. Okay, so that was 40 pounds. And then how does it make you feel? Well, brand makes me feel a lot better than the compounding did. My side effects change depending on which pharmacy I got it from, obviously, because they're essentially making it by hand. You know what I mean? Not necessarily literally by hand, but it's compounded per prescription. So it's going to be slightly different from pharmacy to pharmacy, or it could even be greatly different. So on the compound, I had fatigue, I had constipation, I had food aversion, meaning that I had very little desire to eat. Um, I had appetite suppression, but I didn't have very much food noise suppression, meaning like my cravings weren't really under control, which is one of the best benefits of Zepbound, the brand. When I switched to the brand, since switching to the brand in the past 4 weeks, I've lost an additional 5 pounds. No, I've lost an additional 7 pounds. I've lost an additional 7 pounds, and I feel really goddamn good. I feel really goddamn good. I feel less symptomatic, like less nausea, less constipation, less food aversion. So I feel just kind of not hungry all the time. I don't feel full. Like on compound, I would feel full all the time. It would always feel like I just finished eating. With Zepbound, I don't feel that way. I don't feel that discomfort in my stomach. I feel just to be honest, I feel like this is what normal people feel like people that don't eat. Like, you ever had a friend, if you've ever been overweight, right? And you had a friend that was thinner than you, and y'all went somewhere or was doing something, and they were perfectly fine with not eating, but you wanted to eat. Like, has anybody ever had that experience? Like, I grew up overweight, and my best friend was, now she was one of those thin girls that could put food away. Like, she could eat whatever she wanted and not gain weight. But there were times when, like, I would want to go get food, and she would just not be interested in eating because she just wasn't hungry, or like just turn down stuff. And I'm just like, I don't even know what that's like. That's how I feel now. It's just like, no, I'm okay. I don't need it. I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm cool. Um, not a mama journey. Oh, y'all talking about something. Y'all, I'm in y'all business. Y'all talking about something. Not David got timed out. Oh well, stop talking shit. Stop talking shit. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Like, so with compound, the whole point was to give people an option to get their medication while the pharmaceutical companies were able to get their production up. Now that their production is at a better place and some of the prices are even a little bit better, I for me, it's just better to just spend the money on brand. Now it is expensive. It's about $500 a month if you want to pay out of pocket for vials. Insurance, there's no insurance accepted for vials. That's another thing somebody was asking me in the comments. What's the difference between the pens and the vials? Well, with the pens, one, they're auto injectors, so you don't have to draw up any solution yourself. Two, they're more expensive if you're paying out of pocket. Think about $150 to $300 more, depending on which one you get. And three, if you have proper, not proper, but if you have insurance, some insurance carriers will cover the Zepbound, and you can, or Manjaro, and you can get it for as low as like $25 a month with your insurance. But for people like me, okay, people like me that my insurance is not going to cover the brand unless I am diabetic, which I am not. They don't cover Zepbound at all, even though Zepbound is approved for obesity. My only option is to either get the auto injector pens out of pocket at about $650 to $700 a month, or I can get the vials at about $500 a month. I can go to compound for about $300 a month or four, but I feel like it's worth just spending the extra money for the security and the consistency of getting the brand. Y'all, my lips are dry. Y'all know I'll be coming on here with lip gloss. But I ain't gonna go downstairs and get it because then y'all gonna start tripping out about buffering. Yeah, Cindy. That's what I'm saying. Like on compound, I always felt full. It always felt like I just had a meal and I was so uncomfortable. Like there was so much. That's what I consider food aversion. Like when you feel so full that you don't even want to eat. To me, that's full. That's food aversion. Hey, Roxanne, you okay, buddy? Come here. You want me to rub your head? You okay? I think you're just itchy. Okay. But on Zepbound, I don't feel that way. I don't have food aversion. I don't. Oh my God. I wish I could just like teleport you into my brain so you can understand what I'm talking about. I don't have food aversion on Zepbound. I don't. I don't. Um, I'm just not hungry. I just feel nothing. I don't feel anything. Like now, where I can end up with food aversion is if I try to. This is where it gets a little tricky. So I needed to take some ibuprofen this morning, and I wanted to take it with food. I tried to eat a granola bar and I couldn't eat it. I ate about a quarter of it. I really couldn't eat it. Is that food aversion? Maybe. Like I physically couldn't eat. I couldn't get it down. What I could have done is had like I could have had, now that I think about it, I could have had like a cup of milk or some yogurt. I would have been able to get something like that down, but I couldn't get the granola bar down. And I think that's only because I took my injection 2 days early, so the other one hadn't completely worn off yet. 2.5 auto injector. One, congratulations. Two, what made you decide on Zepbound? And three, you got that good insurance. You must have that good insurance. Oh my gosh, I'm jelly. I'm so jelly. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm so jealous. Now, David Freeman, if you're still here, you've only been timed out. If you come back like you got some sense, right? Like anybody is free to disagree. You're even free to push back. Like you can push back, you can disagree, you can tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. But don't come in here talking about I talk too much. Then when you can leave or you will be escorted out, the fuck? What's wrong with people? Like I see what type of time in this whole vertical live streaming thing is going to be on. Like people that typically wouldn't come across your video are going to come across your video, and with that comes trolls, and that's why we have Jen in the chat with free labor. You got a friend paying what? Oh, that is fire. What do they? Okay, I'm all up in their business, but I'm just curious. Like, what do they do for a living? Because I need to go get that job. Like in North Carolina, the state insurance won't even cover it. Like Blue Cross Blue Shield has like a monopoly on North Carolina. So I don't get insurance through my employer. I pay marketplace. I get marketplace insurance at marketplace prices, which is very expensive, several $100s a month for my health insurance. And they will cover Manjaro and Ozempic if you have diabetes, and even then they want you to try other things like metformin before they even approve it. They will not cover Zepbound. North Carolina said no, 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 no. They said no for the state employees and for everybody else. Connecticut? Carver's in Connecticut, right? Let me go up there and give me some $7 at bound. You got me effed up. 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 Let me go get a job at Harvard and get that good insurance. Cause what? What? Let me go house sit for a year straight in Connecticut just to get like maybe I could get marketplace. That's probably gonna be so expensive. Like you get some marketplace insurance, Blue Cross Blue Shield in Connecticut. Oh no, it's in Massachusetts. Massachusetts. I can't say it. Massachusetts. Massachusetts. I don't know why I thought it was in Connecticut. Connecticut. I don't know why I thought that. I'm geographically challenged. Massachusetts. I can't wait to go to Boston. I'm a little bit of, all right, can we segue real quick? Because this is a stream about nothing. But I'm a little bit afraid of going to Boston. I feel like Boston is a little racist, okay? Like Boston has like some challenging history with the blacks. So, but I mean, I'll pretty much go anywhere. Like I'm in the South. But there's a couple of places where I'm like, ooh, they got some charged history with the blacks. I don't know. I'm Blue Cross Medicare in Michigan. They won't cover no weight loss drugs. Can we talk? I was thinking about something when I was driving today because clearly I have a problem with paying for groceries. But well, to be honest, you know what? Knowing what I know now, Jen, 30 pounds is a lot. That's that she may not be obese, but I wouldn't want to be. I'm currently by medical standards 70 pounds overweight, and I'm still technically obese. Like I'm still in the obese category, but I don't even want to be 30. Like when I get down, I don't even want to be 30 pounds. Like I don't want to be no more than 5 to 10 pounds overweight when I decide to start going into maintenance. Okay. Um, but yeah, can we talk about something real quick? So like, I feel like more people need access to GLP-1s. And I try not to talk about it too much because I don't want to argue with the people, the natural way people. Like I'm lying, I do want to argue. I'm an arguer. I'm from New York. We like to argue. But like what am I trying to say? I feel like don't get me wrong. I believe in low carb and fasting for weight loss without medication. I believe in that wholeheartedly. I believe in it with medication. But I believe while we have an answer to obesity, we should be using this answer to obesity. The problem is there's a great barrier to entry because of the price and because of the insurance requirements and things like that. Like if you are not diabetic, you're almost shit out of luck. And if you don't have health insurance and you got to pay out of pocket, but you're on the lower end of the economic ladder, you're really shit out of luck. And we know there's a lot of obese people all across all demographics and tax brackets. And I just feel like we really have a good opportunity here that's being wasted for the sake of profits. Granted, I want Lily to make profits. I do, because I need them to keep making good shit. Okay? I need them to be motivated to do something like make a Zepbound, make a Manjaro, make a GLP-1. Like, I need them to be motivated. And if money is what motivates them, okay. Like, I'm not gonna take anything away from that. But like, this country could potentially look like a very different place if some lower income people could have access to this medication. Like, stuff that people argue about. Like, I don't want to get political, but like, let's say public assistance, for example. No, this is actually a great point, I think. Public assistance, right? So let's say like Medicaid, food stamps. Arguments are made about not so much Medicaid, maybe, but a lot of arguments are made about food stamps and what people can and can't buy on food stamps. There's the team of you shouldn't police what people can buy, especially in lower economic areas, because they only have access to certain foods, even though those foods tend to be higher in sugar and processed flours and all of that stuff. So you shouldn't police that stuff. And then there are the people that are like, no, you shouldn't be able to buy soda or candy or junk food in general with public assistance, with food stamps or cash benefits. But do y'all know if like a lot of these families that may be overweight or obese or addicted to these foods, like, imagine if they could, one, had better education, right, about diet. That would be the ultimate goal. Better education so they can make better choices, right? But imagine if they had access to GLP-1s. They wouldn't even want it. Like, these fucking junk food companies wouldn't know what to do with themselves if poor people couldn't just didn't want the food anymore. They just didn't want it. They didn't want it. No interest. They didn't want it. Like, I want to be careful with my words because my mind changes sometimes, but I think that they should approve it for Medicaid. But I'm not, like, it's weird because I'm not a super cheerleader of public assistance. I'm not a super cheerleader of public assistance because, it gets like the middle class is what really pays for public assistance, right? Because we're the ones in the middle working, right? We're the ones in the middle paying most of the taxes and everything. So I'm not a super cheerleader for it, but I just feel like if people could get healthier, then maybe they would tax the system less on the healthcare side, right? So like, people could get their obesity under control and lose weight and be potentially healthier, then we wouldn't have to take care of obese people on Medicaid, right? Or when it comes to public assistance, maybe those services or those resources wouldn't have to be spent on the exact things that are making people obese. You know what I mean? Not to say that all the obese people are poor or anything like that, but I'm just saying, like, so if you need it, sure. Yeah. I don't think you should be able to walk into a Walgreens and buy a GLP-1 off the shelf, even though we may be there in 20 or 30 years. I mean, sure, why not? Like, why can't we do that? Pay out of pocket for it. But when I say like Medicaid, I'm saying like there's a lot of like, we are facing a lot of obesity in this country, and I just feel like we have a good solution to it, even though it, like, the first solution is education so people can make better decisions and improving the food supply. That is the first, but like, I just feel like we need that. We obviously need that. But also, I do think more people need access to GLP-1s. I don't necessarily believe in handouts, but there's a lot of stuff already covered by Medicaid, and I don't see why the thing that would actually work for people wouldn't be. Like, if you can get on a statin on Medicaid, if you can get a dietitian on Medicaid, potentially. Like, there's a lot of medications you can get on Medicaid. Why can't you get a GLP-1? Probably because they're so expensive. So how about we work on some ways to make it not as expensive? Like, how about we work on that? I don't know. I was just thinking about it. I just think that the barrier for entry is just a bit too high, and I'm somebody that can sort of kind of afford it. Like I can work it into my budget. But man, if I ain't have no job, or if I was making 20, 30,000 dollars, I don't know how I wouldn't be able to afford it. Like, and not like live. Is who in Boston? I'm not in Boston. I was talking about we were talking about Harvard, and I was talking about I need to go get a job at Harvard, and but Boston got a little bit of a racist history. But what part of this country don't? What part of this country don't? Um, so you said your friend is the one that has 30 pounds to lose. She has the personality to take it too far. What does that mean? Like Jacqueline Hillett? Hi, Sydney. What have I missed? Did you talk about your overall weight loss this month during your June challenge? No, you didn't miss that. I'm covering that on Sunday or Monday, whichever one. Because technically the challenge is over on Monday, but I typically weigh in on Sunday. So I kind of want that extra day to get a little bit more off. But Sunday or Monday, you haven't missed this, Sydney, if you're still here. Um, I have sleep apnea, and Zepbound is for sleep apnea. How dumb is that? Exactly. We ain't gonna get into that. Um, I worked for 30 years and retired. It makes no sense. I'm on Medicare, retired. Sandy, let me tell you something. I am afraid of I am 29, and I have been obsessing about retirement since I was at least 25, because I had a job when I was younger, like around 21, like in my early 20s. I had a job working for Medicare insurers, I think is what they're called. So think like Aetna, Silver Script. I don't know if you know them. The ones that provide the Medicare. Like Medicare is through, like, I don't get me to lying, but they were insurers that either provided Medicare or worked with Medicare. I forget how it worked because it was almost 10 years ago. But when I tell you, so they were the, like, so people will, elderly people will call into us to get pre-approvals or authorizations for their prescriptions. And I learned about a Norvastatin, Simvastatin, or something else statin. All I knew, every statin there was to statin. Every statin that ever statin, I knew about it. Um Metformin, like I would place their refills online. Like they would call. I was customer service for the insurance company, but it was related to Medicare somehow. So I don't remember how the setup worked. But when I tell you, people used to call in tears trying to like make a decision about their medication or their groceries. Elderly people. It scared the living dog shit out of me, because one thing, man, I don't want to say this. This is gonna sound so harsh. Oh my god, this is gonna sound so bad. But it's almost like one thing you do not want to be in the United States of America is elderly and needing any type of assistance, because these people don't care. Like, this country does not take care of our elderly. Like, you do not want to be old in America. You do not want to be old in America. And it sucks, because it's not like I'm saying we should go live somewhere else, because this is my shit. This is my home. But this country don't take care. This country don't take care of the elderly like we should. This country does not take care of the elderly like we like. It is scary. It is scary how in need the elderly are. And I'm not saying you're elderly, Sandy, but like I don't actually consider, if you're in your 60s, elderly. But I don't know how old you are. But I'm just saying, like, when you start qualifying for Medicare and all of that, and you actually need shit, no, no. In 5 to 7 years, I believe everyone will be taking it. I mean, I hope so. I'm not necessarily for the kids being on it, but once you're fully developed, and if you got some weight issues, I think you should. Miss Miss Jemima? Jemima? What, reindeer? Miss Jemima Gets Fit channel, and she spoke about being on GLP-1. The comment section was so ignorant. Majority of the comments talking about Just stop eating. Listen, okay, so let me tell you, Jen, you the only one with a wrench. So let me tell you, somebody coming here telling me to just stop eating, don't block them. I got time. I got time. I got energy. I got words. I'm petty. So like, everybody that says something slick out their mouth don't need to be timed out immediately. Let them get in the ring. Let them get in the ring. Let them get in the ring. I got time. They got the right one. Oh, you believe she'll get underway? Okay. Okay, I'll be sure to tune in on Monday for your final results. You can be old in America, but don't be poor as well. Yes. Okay. So I didn't want to say it like that, Sydney, but you said it. That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. Like being elderly without an abundance of resources or family is incredibly hard in this country because they are just left up to their own devices. Like you work your whole life and you just need a little help with healthcare and you can barely get it. 67. So Sandy, I am 29 and my mom before she passed away, or I should say when she passed away, was 62, 1, 2. My dad is 68, 9. I'm bad at this. I should know these answers. My dad's in his late 60s. My mom was in her early 60s when she passed away. So my perception on what is old is a bit skewed because my mom was very young to me. Like worked out all the time. She was a gym rat. But wasn't completely healthy because she smoked, but she was vibrant. So like I'm the type of person that I'm not afraid of aging because I got good genes. Like my dad got his leg crushed, like got his both legs crushed in his work as a truck driver about 3 years ago, and now he can walk further than I can. Like I'm over here trying to get physical therapy for my hips, and that man is just, he's gone. He said I am going to walk. So I come from what, like my dad's, like now that he's I don't know. My dad's just so young. Like he's just young to me. Like I don't know what it is. Like I'm not afraid of aging. I'm not afraid of aging because like I come from very very vibrant parents in their like in their 60s. My mom was in her 60s and my dad is in his 60s now, but you could never tell. You'll never be able to tell. But he acts old. So that's why like I was trying to figure out how to say it. Like my dad acts old, so I call him old. Like he be doing old people stuff. He be doing old people stuff, but physically he's very fit. Very fit for his age. Very fit. But yeah, so hopefully things work out. Sandy, you're already losing weight though, aren't you? I think you told me that you like it was hard because of your age. I think you said that. I think you said that, or I could be mistaking you for another person, but somebody was saying that it was like it was harder because they were older or whatever. And yeah, like the older you get, the harder it is to get that weight off. I think that's for a reason, but that's why I'm trying to get it done now while I'm still fairly young, because from what I hear, it's all downhill once you hit 30, and I'm gonna be 30 in about 5 minutes. I'm gonna be 30 in about 5 minutes. So let's see how far we can get. Sydney, you talked about my final results. I want to be 10 pounds down. I want to be 10 pounds down. After 5 months of no progress, I'm going to lose my shit if I step on the scale on Sunday. Like, okay, so let me tell you what's going to happen because I'm not fake. What's going to happen is I'm going to step on the scale on Sunday because I typically weigh in I weigh in every day, but I only count the Sunday weigh in typically. But the last day of the challenge is technically on Monday. So what's going to happen is I'm going to step on the scale on Sunday. If it don't say 292, y'all not getting the weigh in until Monday because I'm going to be hoping that by Monday it will say 292. But if on Sunday it says 292, I'll be coming on here like 10 pounds. Do I get my watch now? Nice. Okay, wonderful. Wonderful. I wish I could get like somebody to do it with me, which is why I like doing this, because it makes me feel like I have a load of accountability buddies. Like that's why I like to do this. But I wish I could get, like, I can't convince my family to get on GLP-1s. Val, 192? What do you mean? Huh? Did I say 292? Is that what I said? What did I say? I know I did not say 292. Y'all not about to. I did not. Get off my stream, Val. You too, Tigger. I need y'all to go because y'all hearing stuff. I didn't say that. I did not say that. No. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. I don't care what y'all say. Y'all hearing stuff. I don't care what y'all say. I didn't say that. You're not gonna get me to admit it. Nope. And that's the funny part. Like, I am gonna watch it. Like, I always watch the replay. I'll be dying at myself. I'll be laughing. But until I get proof, I don't know what y'all talking about. So 192. If I get on that scale on Sunday and it say 192, then I will come and tell y'all. But if it doesn't, then I'm gonna at least take the last day, which will be Monday, and I'll give y'all the weigh-in no matter what it is on Monday for sure. For sure. I love y'all too, but I didn't say that. You're not about to. Don't put that bad juju on me. Don't put that bad. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. I know. I did not. Thank you very much. 192. I actually did that before in a video a while ago. I think I said, what did I say? I forgot what I said, but it was something. It was something. I said the wrong weight. Like I said my goal was to be 242. I said my goal was to be 242, but that's actually my starting weight. My goal is to be 142, which is probably going to go lower because I don't really want to be, I will still be 20 pounds overweight at that weight. But yeah, I was like, yeah, my goal is to get to 242, lose 100 pounds and get to 242. My boyfriend was like, did you just say your goal? Your goal was 242? Oh my gosh. Please hit the like as y'all are coming in. I'm just shooting shit. I ain't talking about nothing. If you have questions about Zepbound or Compound or anything that I've said in the video, because y'all be in them comments like lighting me up with questions, and I'm like, I should just take all these questions and put them into a video. Would y'all like that? Like, I should just do that. As I get questions throughout the week, consolidate them into one video. And if you're not shy, leave a comment and let me know. I mean, even if you are shy, leave a comment and let me know where you're watching from. So Sandy started at 196 and is now 172. What's your goal, Sandy? I'm wondering. I'm curious. I need answers. But yeah, so hopefully they figure it out for Medicaid and Medicare. Trust me, like I'm team keep my tax dollars, but I just feel like the way this country is going health-wise, we should be trying to get people to get as much weight off of their bodies as possible so that they can live long, fruitful lives. I'm no liberal. I don't really have a political affiliation. I just like that in particular, I feel we should be working with people to do. Like when I start health coaching, that's going to be one of my goals. No matter how you want to, I would like to be a health coach with like a specialty in GLP-1s since I have the experience. But in general, even if you don't want to use GLP-1s, I just feel that like my goal is to just want people, like get people to care enough to get themselves healthy. Something else I was thinking about is like, damn, I wish people would stop being tricked into being okay with obesity. Like, I don't know why people are so uncomfortable with this topic. I don't know why people are so uncomfortable. My Lizzo video, right? Shout out to the person that was leaving a comment. If you watch this, this is no attack on you. I forget her name, but she left a comment and was like, "Who cares about my Lizzo video?" Was like, "Who cares?" Not who cares about my video. I don't think. I think she was like, "Who cares that Lizzo's on a GLP-1?" And I was just like, people that watch the video and my natural smart alecky stuff, I don't know why people. Again, it's no disrespect, but I don't know why people come to a video, watch it, and then their participation is to say be quiet or shut up or who cares or I don't care, or don't nobody care. And it's like, what do you know? Nothing. Stop watching me. But no, I don't want her to stop watching. But so we had a little bit of an exchange, and she was like, well, everyone is entitled to their privacy. Right, Jen, but I didn't say that, right? So I said, she said everybody's entitled to their privacy. So what if she's on a GLP-1? It'll let it come out when she's ready or something like that. We all knew she was on Ozempic anyway. And I was like, I said something to the effect of like, well, it's not private because she talked about it publicly. And just like she has a right to her privacy, or everybody has a right to their privacy, I have a right to talk about it. Like, and people that want to know have a right to watch the video. But the truth is, Lizzo was gaslighting. And I just didn't want to I didn't want to go down that rabbit hole in the comment section. Like, that's something I would rather do on a video. But it was just like the attitude of like the reason that I care is because Lizzo was one of the people that promoted obese. Let me tell y'all something. You know what got me? She was at a baseball game recently. I think it was a baseball game. And it was like, Lizzo makes an appearance at such and such field or whatever. She was fully dressed. Which is great. Nothing wrong with being fully dressed. But I'm like, is this thong up the ass cheeks out, everything spilling out at basketball games, Lizzo? Now that clothes feel, now this is just my own opinion, okay? This is my own opinion, but it's like, it is nice to wear clothes, isn't it? Like, I'm team take them clothes off, right? I'm trying to go to Europe and with no clothes. I don't want to take no luggage at all. Like, but I'm just saying, right? Like Lizzo put her morbid obesity on display and profited from it, and also influenced people to feel like it's okay to be obese, right? And promoted obesity as if it is, and pretty much just made it seem like that was all she wanted for herself, which was to be obese, because that was the way to be. Like, it's my body, I love it, and this is the way it is, which is fine. You should love yourself no matter what. But then to change your mind about that, which you are entitled to do, and then pretend that none of that ever happened, this is why I have a problem with Lizzo. This is why I have a problem with her, because she's fake. She's fake, right? She's fake. I know what it's like to be obese and clothes not fit. I also know what it's like to start losing weight and you can get into some cute shit, okay? Not to say that you can't get cute clothes when you're obese, but it's fucking hard. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard. And then you know what people do? They start gaslighting the rest of the world into feeling like, well, we're being excluded. And it's like, no, a disability isn't like, you can be excluded if you have not can be, but like a disability that's outside of your control, then yeah, like you should fight for some inclusion there. But when it comes to obesity, I'm not saying there shouldn't be inclusivity, but it's like when it comes to the clothing, I talked about this in a reaction video one time where I think it was my very first one, where it was just like these clothing stores and these fashion companies are fat phobic. And it's like, I'm not even saying they're not. Maybe they are. I don't know. But it's just like, you can go to a different store. But it's hard to find clothes that are cute, isn't it? It really is. It really is. And I don't feel like we have to force companies into making us their target demographic. I don't. Me personally, I know people don't like this being said, but I would prefer to just be smaller to be able to fit into the clothes that I actually like. Like, I want to be smaller to be healthier. It's hard being heavy and having to walk around and wanting to do certain activities. That shit is hard. It's hard being heavy. But for those of us that like to be cute, it's also hard to shop when you're heavy. It's hard. It's hard. Like, I've seen some cute shit that I'm just like, when I get to 180 or when I get to 140, you ain't gonna be able to tell me nothing. So I said that to say, with the whole Lizzo thing, it's just like, I wish she would just, like, I'm happy for her, right? Don't get it twisted. I'm happy for her. I don't care how she lost the weight, We know it was Ozempic, even though she's trying to lie and like she's still trying to play in everybody's face. That's what's annoying about it. She's still trying to gaslight people. Like, oh, I tried it, but it didn't work for me. I just did the right things and I ate right and I worked out. Right. Okay. After you was shaking all of 400 pounds around, making it seem like you was living it up. But it's like it's almost like she felt the need to put her body on display because people were going to talk about it anyway. So she overly sexualized herself. She put herself out there, and now that she's lost a lot of weight, she's wearing clothes. Am I feel like I'm not landing my plane the way I'm really trying to land it. Like what happened? Go into the baseball field in a thong, Lizzo. What happened? What happened? I need you to put on a bikini and go to the baseball game. I need you to get on stage during your performance and barely have a piece of clothing on. I need you to do that. Like, what happened? What happened? It was okay when you were obese. Why don't you want to do that anymore? Because you feel like you fit into society more? Like, am I making sense? Do y'all understand what I'm trying to say? Like I don't want to make it seem like she's doing something wrong necessarily. It's just that you can see the attitude change in her and she's not being honest about it. Like this, when she is an influencer, she's a celebrity. She influences just like she was influencing when she was obese. She still is, but when she was super morbidly obese, she had no problem influencing. It gives all of that was done out of insecurity instead of true love for yourself. It gives all of that was just pure insecurity masked in body positivity and self-love. That's what it gives. That's what it gives. That's what it gives. She's a public figure too. They know their lives are out there and what they say is definitely heard. Take your clothes off now. Look like she don't want to take them off. I'm team take your clothes off. I'm team put them on, take them off, put them on, take them off. But it was like when it was hard, like when she was super morbidly obese, she always wanted to have her clothes off. But now you showing up to a baseball game fully dressed in it was a cute outfit too. Lizzo is pretty. She's a pretty woman. And she looks great. Her body's banging. It's not fun and it's tiring carrying around an extra 40 to 80 pounds, an extra 50, 80, 100 pounds. It's exhausting. And I feel like people are being shamed into not wanting to be obese. Look at this. Look at the baby. She is knocked out. She is knocked out, snoring and everything. Oh my gosh. She's so cute. Yeah, I want people to be okay with saying like, nah, I don't want to be obese. I'm cool. Yep. 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 I'm just saying. I feel like people should be okay with saying like, no, I don't want to be obese. And it's like the last of a dying breed is on TikTok. The last of the body positivity, like body positivity is either dying or dead. And it's because it was co-opted by super morbidly obese people that wanted to attack others for not being super morbidly obese or just regular obese. They started categorizing which level of fat you were. I guess I would be considered a small fat. She's very cute. This is the first dog I ever pet sat for, and I'm back again. She was a gigantic grizzly bear when I first met her. Like to me, because I have a small miniature Aussie. So when I first met her, I was like, ooh, what did I get myself into? Lord, that's a big dog. But since her, I've pet sat for some big dogs. So when I got back here, I was like, I don't remember you being so small. I don't remember you being so small. She's adorable. But yeah, so like with the whole obesity thing, it's just like, I think the era of I'm fat and I'm proud. This sounds so bad because I don't want people to feel bad about themselves. I just want people to feel less. I want there to be less acceptance from individuals about being at an unhealthy weight, whatever that means for you. Okay. Or at an if it's not about weight, at an unhealthy body composition. I have way too much midsection fat. All this fat around my organs. Like Even if you excuse the arm, this cat just ran past me. Even if you excuse the arm fat and the thigh fat and the butt fat and the face fat and all of that, I have too much fat around my organs and I can't take it. I can't take it. That era needed to go away. Yeah, tell that to the TikTokers. Tell that to the people on TikTok. Tell that to what's her name? I forgot. Never mind. TikToker. Tess Holiday. Tell that to Tess Holiday. She let me shut up. She's like the white Lizzo. Except I don't think she started losing weight yet. But she will. She's gonna come around. People that sell being overweight get really mad when people start losing weight. Because a part of their identity is to be overweight. They sold themselves as overweight. Like being fat is their content. Being fat is their content. So it's like they're going to fight to the death for that check that they get from being selling themselves as overweight. And Lizzo fought that fight for a long time. But when she realized she didn't want to be overweight no more, she didn't come back and tell the people, y'all, I was wrong. I made a mistake. And I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't. I'm just waiting for the day where the people in my life that don't keep in contact very often, I'm just waiting for the day where I pop up 100 pounds smaller and they're like, they're going to have so much to say. Now, I'm hoping it's all positive. I'm hoping it's like, oh my God, you look great. What did you do? Blah, 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 blah. And somebody asked before, like, if people ask, are you on a GLP-1, would you tell them? Yes. I don't have to, but I would, because it's not, like, I would want somebody to say, tell me about it. So I can tell, or I probably just, like, just go watch my channel. I done talked about it. Just go watch my channel. I done talked about it. But I'm just so sick of people being called a phobic for, like, not wanting to be overweight. Like, that's annoying. That is really annoying. That is really, really freaking annoying. Girl, stop lying and tell the truth. Listen, Lizzo gonna take that out of her grave. I ain't wishing death on her, but she gonna take it with her. She gonna take it with her, and it's just like, girl. Like, people, you are an influence. Like, what is influence? What is influence? To be honest, oftentimes I don't see myself as influencing people, but people have told me that I have influenced them. So it makes me very cautious of what I put out there, but I just try to be myself and be honest and show my experience. Like for example, on my community tab post, if you haven't seen, I posted a lot of pictures recently, but two of the pictures I posted was one in me in a bikini at the spa. And people were like, oh my God, you look great. I did look great, like wonderful. And I was happy for the compliments. But I also posted soon after that, the picture that I took from the side when I first started this challenge. So you can see all of this, and you can see my stomach, and I wasn't sucking it in and all of that. It's like, show people both sides. Like, I can show you when I have on a cute bathing suit, but I can also show you that, like, it's the angles. Like, from the front, everything looks great. Like, everything looks great from the front, but you turn to the side and that's where you start seeing the bulges and stuff like that. You turn to the side, turn to the back, and you start to see where the rolls are. It's not a lot of rolls on the front. It's all like one. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. All I'm saying, and nobody answered my question. If y'all watch other channels, what do you like about the space on YouTube? Or whatever platform you use outside of YouTube. What do you like about GLP-1 content creator? I don't want to consider myself a GLP-1 content creator, even though I talk about GLP-1s, because that's not all I talk about or all I want to talk about. Right now, I care mostly about weight loss, but I literally care about people getting their health together in general. Like, I care about people feeling better. Like, you can lose weight and not feel better. Like, let me tell y'all, I had a rough winter, right? I was talking about this winter having symptoms of seasonal affective disorder. If you don't know what that is, formerly known as seasonal depression. And I was talking about that, and as I was losing weight, I expected to feel better. I did. I expected my mood to get better. I expected to feel more energetic. I expected my bones to hurt less, my joints to hurt less. I expected to like my mindset, like I expected that fog of depression to lift and it didn't because there was other stuff going on. So sometimes so I had to like work on my mental health. I had to work on my mental. Like I had to work on that. I had to work on my emotional, not just the physical. Like I was losing the weight, but I wasn't feeling better. And I talked about that in therapy. I was like it was like this. It was like January. It was cold. It was cold. I was going through. It was gloomy. I was going through it, and I was telling my therapist, I'm like, I'm frustrated because I lost 40 pounds and I don't feel better. I thought I would feel better. I thought my symptoms of depression was just coming from being so overweight. But now that the weight is gone, I don't feel better. Help me, give me a pill. She didn't want to put me on medication. I'm glad she didn't. Them winter blues are bad. Them winter blues are horrendous. They're rough. They are rough. They are very rough. You like that they give meal ideas. I don't ask me. Shit, I don't know. I have no idea. They don't call it seasonal depression. They call it seasonal affective disorder. They don't call it seasonal depression. So, giving meal ideas. I am not one to give meal ideas because I eat like a 4-year-old. I eat like 4 different meals. I eat bacon and eggs. I eat chicken with about any side, or just by itself, and then I eat out. But lately, like this month, I haven't been eating out a lot. But if I was eating out, I eat like pizza, Chinese food, stuff like that, like chicken tenders, French fries. It's been. Oh my god, I cannot wait to get into what I've learned in this past month. When I do my weigh in and stuff, I cannot wait to get into what I've learned in this past month. I can't wait to get into it because restriction is my friend. I hate restriction, but because of a lack of discipline, restriction forces me to be disciplined. How about that? How about that? I don't think restriction is the best idea for most people, but for someone like me that has triggers like certain triggers, it's best for me to just restrict and cut certain things out altogether. So I wish I could be the person that could give meal ideas, but I don't eat that many different meals. Michelle, that's a very pretty spelling. I've never seen it with an A. I should believe it should be a balance with overall health, emotional, physical, psychological. Our weight is a fraction of it. I hope I hope I said that correctly. I've cut down on the channels I watch now. Is more to keep up with their journey. So Michelle, a fraction. It's a big fraction though. Like I think we downplay how much physical body weight, like, but not just weight because it could be muscle, but physical body fat. Like I think we downplay just out of not knowing or just out of it being normal to have body weight, body fat. We've normalized it, and I think like we seriously downplay how much it affects our health because I think we just don't know. Like visceral fat and organ fat is incredibly dangerous. Incredibly dangerous. Alexis, you haven't been here during a live in a minute. I think I don't think you noticed that you're a moderator. You have the powers vested in you to get them trolls up out of here. Okay, but don't be sending people to jail. Jen and who was it? Charming. Oh my God, just snipe. Boop. I don't even gotta say nothing. They just be like, boop, you're out of here. You're out of here. You're out of here. Get them out of here. Like, dang, let them get in the ring and start dancing a little bit. They start getting disrespectful. You get them out of here. Thank you, Alexis, for the congratulations. But yeah, so back to the weight being a fraction of it. I make a lot of jokes about being vain because I feel like people should not be so adverse to wanting to look good. So you may as well just like my idea for the channel was like, okay, well, when like brace yourself for people to come into your comments and say like talk about vanity. Like, how about how, oh, you're not a diabetic, you're not this, like, you're just doing this for vanity. Okay, well, we're just gonna get ahead of it and say, yes, I am. I am. And so what? Okay. So, like they don't care, right? They don't care that you want to be healthier. They don't care that you're 100 pounds overweight and that you have help to get that weight off of you. They don't care. They just want to call you vain. So it's like, well, then fuck it, I'm vain. Okay, how about that? I'm gonna be vain and cute and at a healthy weight, and you're not gonna do anything about it. But I think too many people are adverse to just saying the simple stuff like, I want to feel better. Being heavy is hard. I want to look better. Not to say that being smaller makes you look better. Maybe for some people it doesn't. For me, there's a line. Like, my line is about 200 pounds, maybe 210. I start getting above that, I don't necessarily like the way I look. Me. So 220, 230, 240, it's too much. But 200 is still too much on the health, like coming from a health aspect. But just about how I feel about myself, once I start getting above 210, no. It starts to be harder to pick out clothes. Shopping is harder. Getting around is harder. Breathing is harder. Sleeping is harder. My snoring goes away. Like, when I gain weight, my snoring starts to go away around 210 pounds. So I can get to about 210 before I start having some serious problems, like 220, 230, 240. I almost made it to 250. 250. I almost made it up there. If you look good, you feel good. But yeah, but like, and physical health affects mental health. Oh my God. I think the people that watch this channel are in the land of like common sense and the obvious, because you would be surprised how many people would argue against that, what you just said, Alexis. Like, you would be surprised how many people will argue against that. If you look good, you feel good. It is 100% true. Well, 99% true. Like, whatever it is. Whatever it is. I'm not saying you got to be thin to look good. I've never been thin a day in my life. I don't know if I'm going to be thin moving forward. Like, I don't know. I just know that I can't be 80 pounds overweight. I can't do that. I can't do that. 100%? Okay. I was just thinking there's a lot of people that look good but don't feel good about themselves because they haven't done a lot of like internal work. So this is like going back to what Michelle said. The weight is a piece. I think it's a big piece, but it is a piece. All right, Jen, have fun on your work day. I'm gonna just be up here chatting for a little bit longer. And maybe I'll go get something to eat. Didn't you tell me to put that chicken in the oven? Maybe I'll go throw it in the air fryer. And then I'll fast going into my bedtime. But thank you, Jen. And I'm gonna be also back tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern time. I'll be back. I just came on here to do this because I needed to catch up with the peeps. So yeah, so like, this dog is snoring. Do y'all hear that? Anyway, so yeah, the weight is one part. But like I said, right, when it was the winter time and I lost 40 pounds, that is a big deal. I did not feel better. I didn't feel better because I had some like me and cold weather don't get along. Me and cold weather, I start getting like, I don't want to get out of bed. There's something about that time of year. Journey of life. Let's not skinny shame, okay? I'm not really sure what weight I would be considered thin. So my goal is 142 pounds because that I like round numbers, and that will be 100 pounds lost. But I think my healthy weight range is between 115 and 130. This dog is running in her sleep. It's funny. Like, she's kicking her legs. Anyway, so I might go below 140. I might go below, but we'll see. Right now, I can't tell y'all what I am right now because I'm waiting. Official weigh-in. If you haven't subscribed, right? Subscribe and set your notification bells because official weigh-in will be Sunday or Monday. Like, if I don't hit my goal weight by Sunday, I'm going to give myself the extra day because technically my 30-day challenge isn't over until Monday. If you don't know what I'm talking about as far as my June challenge, let me know. I'll explain it really quickly, but I just keep saying it like people know what I'm talking about. Crazy. I try to picture myself small, but I can't because I've never been there at any point in my life. This is what I'm saying. Like, the best I could do is some high school photos, but I was overweight in high school. And I just be looking at myself like, I, I, I look so thin. Like, y'all see, when I hit the lowest weight I remember being in high school was like 160, 163. When I look back at my pictures, I just be like, I thought I was fat. I just be like, people told me I was fat. Like, I just be trying to like make it make sense. Make it make sense. I just be looking at my pictures like, I feel like there were, can we get into a conversation? Let's talk about it. I feel like I was not aware of a lot of, like, I didn't understand what jealousy was when I was a teenager. I didn't understand. Okay? Call me crazy, call me delusional, call me what you want to call me. I would have to get into so much to even explain like the road that I'm going to go down, but I'm just going to trust that the people watching know that I'm not like a nasty person that just thinks everybody is like hating on them or jealous or anything. No, that's not me. That's not me. But I have had some experiences in life that I ignored at the time that I was having those experiences, and it took me getting burned one too many times to realize, like, I'm talking crushed, soul crushing, heartbreaking destruction of relationships. It took me to go through that one too many times from a person that was just too close for me to realize some people are just jealous. And I did not, there was no way for me to understand that as a teenager. There was no way. Or in my young adulthood. I was my biggest, no, I wasn't my biggest. I was my biggest last year. I reached my highest weight last year. But in high school, I was, and I'm not like trapped there mentally or emotionally. I'm not. I'm just saying because I'm still, like, I wasn't in high school that long ago. I'm only 29. Like, it was only past decade. So it's still very fresh. But what I'm saying is, the comparison, like, I can only go back so far in comparison photos before I'm boom high school, like at lower weights. Because once I got out of high school at 18, by 21 I was already over 200 pounds. So I got out of high school at 18 at about 163. Somehow between 18 and 21, I gained about 40 to 60 pounds and ended up somewhere between 200 and 220. Like, I don't even know how that happened. And that was all within the past like 10 years or 12 years, whatever, like, you know? So anyway, so to say, when I look back at pictures, the pictures that I have from being below 190, 180, below 180 are going to be from high school, because in my entire adulthood, I have been over 175. Like, I've been like 175 and higher in my entire adulthood. Never got my graduation pitch because I look big. Journey of life. Like, I don't want to be that person. I make fun of people that really get stuck in their high school and middle school years. Like, like people that are like in their, 30s, 40s, 50s that can't let it go. Can't let a lot of stuff go. I'm not even talking about weight, but I'm just saying, just can't let a lot of stuff go from that time period in their life. I give a lot of like criticism of that. But because, like I said, I was in high school just about 10 years ago, and 10 years ago, I was just there. When I look back at my pictures, I just be like, I can tell I had low self-esteem because I believed people when they said I was fat. Now, was I overweight? Yes. But if you look at you would only know it because I'm standing next to people that were skinnier, like because they were thinner. But I did not look fat at all at once 160 pounds. I don't know. Size 13. I was about a size 14. Yeah, size 14. Yeah. Dexatrim? I'm not sure what that is. You know what? I don't really have a size that I'm aiming for, like a pant size. I think the lowest I ever remember being in my adulthood is probably like I was sliding into a 12, and then I didn't quite make it. But the lowest smallest jean size I remember being is like middle school. I was like a size 10. Maybe like elementary school. Elementary school was like a size 10, which was big. Like I was at like 120 pounds. That was big. That was big. That was big for me at 10 years old. Weight loss medicine. Okay. And how did that work out? Well, I mean, you lost weight, so I'm assuming it worked out great. And now you want to switch to a GLP-1, or you're already on a GLP-1. Now, I know you probably told me like 15 times in this stream, and I'm going to just keep asking because I'm going to keep forgetting. Because we talked about this earlier. I can't remember nothing. It was either the jab or it's the Zepbound. Which one? Why can't I remember nothing? I was a size 18. I made it up to a size... Oh, Lord. Oh, my gosh. 22? 4 at 242. I think I made it up over a size 20. I think I was like a size 22. Now I'm at about a 16, 18. I'm at about a 16, 18. Which the pant size doesn't really bother me until it's time to shop for pants in store. But I'm not really concerned with that. But like now, like I have too much clothes. I'm not really concerned with it. What I was concerned with was like going into like the XL, not the XL, but like the 3 and the 4X's was concerning to me. Like not being able to fit a large t-shirt was crazy work. I have been a large my whole entire life. No matter what weight I am, I can fit into a large shirt. When I put on a large and it was tight, I'm talking about like bottom of my belly hanging out tight. That was depressing. That was sad. That was sad. And I feel like a lot of people aren't honest about that. Like you want to feel good in your clothes, you want to look good in your clothes. And by all means, if you are whatever weight, 250, 300, 350, 400, and you feel good in your skin and you feel good in your clothes, then fine. The vanity aspect is already taken care of because you feel great. Now let's get into the health aspect because you're still at an unhealthy weight, and that's what we need to talk about. So when I get into my health coaching, that's what I want to address. Why do you feel like, and it may sound harsh, but I don't know how else to be. Like maybe I need to take some, I don't know. Clearly, you have to talk to people on their level. I tend to talk to people on my level. Like I'm gonna talk to you how I talk, but that may not work for people that are going through a process of changing things in their life. But in my mind, it's like what I want people to feel before they come to me as a health coach, right? Before they say, I want her, I want them to have it in their mind. I'm picking her because she's going to tell me like it is. Like I'm going to her because I've already decided I'm trying to make a change. So it's not like I don't want to be offended by her approach, which my approach would be, don't come to me trying to stay 350 pounds because I'm not going to be the health coach for you. We can talk about other things about like outside of weight loss. Like we can tackle other things with weight loss, but I'm not the coach for you if you just want to be healthier at 350 pounds. I'm not, because I'm not the coach for you. I would not be the coach for you. I don't think. I got married and my husband was lighter than me until I came along. Amen. Me and my boyfriend are on the scale on a weekly basis because every 5 minutes I'm asking him, how much you weigh? How much you weigh? How much you weigh? And we're bouncing back and forth between the like same 1 to 2 pounds. Like he weighs more and then I weigh more and then he weighs more. Now like he's not trying to lose weight. He's just naturally fluctuating like 1 to 3 pounds. But I'm trying to get below him. And then he's going to come up on the stream and he's going to spin me around. I want him to pick me up. He's not allowed to pick me up. Nobody's allowed to pick me up. Nope. No, don't pick me up. It's a lot of weight coming crashing down to earth if you drop me. I can't do that. Can't have that. Hi. Hello, gorgeous. How was your dream? You seem like you was having a good time, like racing and all that. Playing fetch? I don't know. What were you doing? So yeah. Are you so did you officially make it to like weighing less than him? Because that's like the best thing ever. Like 1 pound is not enough. Like I be cheering when I'm the 1 pound lighter on the scale. I be cheering, but I need to be like lighter. Like carry me to the car, carry me from the car inside the grocery store, and then carry me around the grocery store. Like when I tell y'all, I may as well just like, oh God, I may as well just like I'm unreasonable. I want you to, and we live on the second floor. I want you to carry me down the stairs to the car, and then when it's time to get out the car, I want you to carry me out the car into the store, carry me around and do the grocery shopping, and then you come on, like that's just what it's gonna be. That's just what it's gonna be. Like I have 30 years of not being picked up to make up for. I'm sorry that all of that pressure is on his shoulders, but what do you want me to do? Not make up for 30 years of not being like carried around like a flower? Like what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Let alone like the 3 that we've been together. Let alone like you got to make up for all the lost time. Like I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. Sorry. Free labor. You know I'm into that. Oh, how nice. And you still don't let him bring you on? Now, I'm not going to lie. I really don't want my boyfriend to pay up until like I'm at my goal. But I'm probably not going to last that long. Like I think I'm gonna get to 5 pounds below him. Like I'm gonna be like 190 and I'm gonna be like, let's go. It's time to go on YouTube and pick me up. I'm be like, let's go. You know the drill. And I'm still heavy. Like 190 is a lot to pick up. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. I need you to hit them weights. You gotta pick up. I don't know what's 190. Like when I use the Lose It app, it tells me how like when I put in my weight, it tells me like you've lost like I don't know. It'll say like a soccer ball or like something. It'll give like the weight equivalent of an object. I wonder what it's gonna say when I've lost 100 pounds. What do y'all think the example is gonna be? What's 100 pounds that we know of? A sofa? Am I losing a couch? A tire? How much does a tire weigh? I don't know. What's 100? A TV? What's 100 pounds? I don't know. 55-inch TV. I would be at 162. I ain't gonna lie. I would be. We're gonna have to wait till I get to like 135 or something. What's your goal weight? Journey of life. I know I should know this, and I'm gonna keep asking. Don't expect me to remember nothing. Don't expect me to remember a thing, because I'm not going to. I'm not going to. A 100 pounds? Yeah. But it took some talking with myself to even like be willing to accept that I had 100 pounds to lose, because I would lose and regain the same 20. So I wasn't even like, for the longest time, I wasn't willing to even consider that I could lose 100 pounds. I never felt like that was possible until being on compound. So tomorrow we're gonna go over, because I feel like people feel like I'm being hard on compound. Tomorrow I'm gonna go over the things that I did right when being on compound. That's what tomorrow's stream is about. And I might pair that with a stream that a topic that Reindeer wanted me to cover, which was supplements that you should be taking or could take alongside GLP-1s. Reindeer said that they watched a lot of content creators talk about tons and tons and tons of supplements to take. 130, 135. Okay. Yep. I haven't switched my goal from 142, but I know it's gonna change. I know I'm gonna get to 140. I don't know that, but I believe I'm gonna get to 142 and then be like, let's go to 130. Let's go to 130. 5 pounds is great. So I used to take for granted 1 pound, 5 pounds, 2 pounds. link? What are you talking about? The link to this stream or the link to tomorrow's? So tomorrow's stream is not scheduled yet. It's going to be at 11, but I gotta do like a thumbnail and stuff. So I haven't put it up yet. But the link to what do you mean? Let me know. Yeah. Oh. 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 Okay, I don't have it yet. And that's stupid. I should have it, but I don't have it yet. So after I get off of here, I'll go make a thumbnail and I'll schedule the stream so that people can know in advance that it's coming for tomorrow. And then if you want to share it, you can share it. Oh, you can come on live too. As soon as I start, I'm up. Well, I'll probably cover the topic first and then I'll drop the link so you can come. I don't think people can come up here though, can they? I don't think so. I don't even know how to leave a comment on this mug. I really don't. Hey, Charming. I saw you message me, but I can't see it because I'm on the phone. Like, I saw your name pop up on Messenger, but I couldn't open the message. Oh, you're not ready now? Stop playing. Oh, God, what did I do? I'm over here playing with settings. I guess the whole point is to not be able to leave a comment in this format, which is fine. That's fine. I'm trying to get my cousin to come on here. Playing games, bruh. Playing games. I want y'all to tell me if me and my cousin look alike. I think we look alike. I just look like I got lashes and I got long hair. I just look like more girly. But I feel like we look alike. Journey of Life. Were you around when Alexis was the first person that ever came on my stream? Oh, it was so great. I should go find that video and then cut that part out and make it its own video. Charming, you coming up here? Go get your camera ready, girl. Go get your camera ready. It's gonna be Charming, Alexis, Journey of Life. Free labor. I'm volunteering all y'all. Bria. Come on, Bria. Let's go. I'm talking to y'all like I'm your parent. Let's go. I appreciate you guys too. I appreciate y'all too. I really do. I really like. Are you okay? You wanna go back downstairs? I feel like you're hot up here. It's a little warm. You should go downstairs. Yep, live from Africa. You did not go to the continent without letting me know that you were leaving. No, you didn't. So we're not even gonna acknowledge that because you did not leave and not tell me that you were leaving. So we're just gonna pretend that comment didn't even happen. Like, it's like, matter of fact, Alexis, go ahead and delete Charming's comment. You probably can't. I don't think moderators could delete each other's comments. Let me see. Probably not. Oh, I can do it, but I don't think y'all can do it to each other. What you saying up to, Journey of Life? I forgot what I said that quick. Not yet. Yeah, stop playing with me. You play too much. You ain't gonna. Oh God! Don't start with me. Don't start with me because I was literally about to say you ain't gonna even have. That was not nice. I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna say you ain't gonna even have the internet to be playing around. But go off. Like, stop. That's not nice. I'm gonna be nice. I'm trying. Who said anything about you being black? What? First of all, I never even said you had to come on camera, girl. Or boy. To be honest, now that I think about it, Journey of Life, so we can clear it up. Like, are you a female? I'm not trying to be funny, but I just assume by people's names, like I just assign she or he, male, female. Like, I just assign. But I guess that's technically not right, but I do it anyway and just assume that people will correct me if I'm wrong. Wait, what? Charming what? Like, see, so Alexis' picture I can see, right? But I just assumed Journey of Life was a woman. Oh, okay. Oh, so you didn't see when Alexis came up on the stream. The reason I'm asking is because one, I assumed you were a woman, and two, I want to be like, girl, ain't nobody ask you where you from. Like, I mean, I'm glad you shared, but ain't nobody ask if you was black. That's what I want to say. Oh, not having internet. You ain't gonna have no internet. Peace out. You better stay in that airport. Now let me stop. Oh my gosh, people are gonna you gonna people are gonna think that I'm like not a nice person. So let me stop. Let me stop. Um, but yeah, journey of life. I got women that watch, men that watch. Just by uh uh people that have avatars. If that's them, not everybody that watches me is black. Oh, journey of life. You have the infant. You have the baby. Yes, right? The one I told you to put out the house. I'm always telling people kick their kids out. I love kids. I really do. I was born an aunt. So a lot of my nieces and nephews are older than me, but I have like they have kids, so I grew up with their kids. Well, no, like they have kids, so I grew up like being around their kids, I should say. So like I'm an aunt and I'm a great aunt, so I love kids. In May. Oh, I just be messing with you when I say turn your camera on. You don't have to turn your camera on. I just be messing with you. But if you want to, you can. She said, "Don't be surprised I'm not black." That was funny. Like, what are you talking about? I don't assume race, but I do assume male or female based on the name. I do assume that. And then if I'm wrong, people can correct me. Like if you hear me say they, it's because I haven't quite figured, like I haven't made an association of male or female. But typically if I do, I'll just say he or her and then they can correct me. And if you don't like if you don't have an avatar of your face, it makes it a little more difficult. But like I don't, in 2025, I don't want to offend nobody, but I also don't really care like that. Yes, okay, the baby. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, you can come up. You can turn your camera on. You cannot turn your camera on. Yeah, you can turn your camera on. You cannot turn your camera on. That's fine. Charming. Let me stop bullying. Let me stop. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I hope you have a great time in Africa without me because I wasn't invited, but whatever. Whatever. Y'all laughing at me. What did I do? What did I do? I don't understand. Oh my gosh. I don't get it. I don't get it. That and like journey like that's gonna be a joke, just so you know, for like the next 6 months. I'm gonna start off all my streams like, hey guys, just to clear the air, journey of life is not black. Oh my gosh. I'm dead. I'm trying. You know what? I've been trying to figure out because I have guys that watch and they fall out of the clouds every now and again. But I wish I had. It's hard to get more of an even audience, like with men and women. I don't know how to do it. Like I'm at like 98% women. Well, female. They say female and male on YouTube in the analytics. But I would like more of an even mix. I just don't think I have the personality for it. Like I don't think I have the personality that men just want to sit around and watch. And it's also the topic. But then again, there are men content creators that are on GLP-1s that have channels. There are also women content creators that have men that watch their channels. Um, I just don't think I have the I don't know. I don't know. Guess what you were as far as like your gender or your race? I would have guessed that you were a woman. Yeah. I've been assuming you were, well, I didn't guess. I was assuming you were a woman the whole time. And then we did talk about you having a kid. Um, but when you said the I'm not black thing, I was like, well, maybe I got the gender wrong. Well, let me not make no assumptions. Um, Yeah, you don't have your face in your avatar, so I didn't it didn't really cross my mind. Did it? I don't know. I didn't think about it. I didn't think about it. Most men are not on GLP-1. There are more men than you think. That's what it is. Like there are enough men on a GLP-1 to have like maybe not 50-50, but like there's a lot of men watching the GLP-1 content creators, Zepbound, all of that. Most of it is like Manjaro Zepbound. There's a lot of men that watch, but I don't think it could be a race thing. I don't think so. I just think my energy is not like men don't necessarily want to sit around and watch me. I only know of one other. There are other women that talk about this topic, but I only know of one of them that's black. When I was doing my research, the first person I ever came across was Allie from Fit Flavor Fun. Love her channel. Um, the second person I came across was Brittany. I think her name's Brittany. What the fuck is her name? We just talked about her the other day. Brittany, right? GLP-1? Oh my god. Why can't I remember her name? Probably because I didn't eat today. Um, her name's Brittany, right? I watched the downsize a little bit. I don't so okay, so these were the channels I came across when I was starting out, but I don't watch other content creators now. Typically, like every once in a while I'll tap in with Chris and Lorraine because they do like the news updates. Um and every now and again I'll tap in with Allie and is it Brianna or Brittany? I forget her name. I forget her name. I can't look it up. But every now and again I'll tap in with them, but that's how I know it's possible to have more of a like a mixed demographic between men and women. The only difference that I realize is that they have more of like a white audience, and it's probably just because they're white, but that's not a bad thing. It's just I don't know. It doesn't I don't know. It doesn't bother me necessarily. It's just like I know there are men on GLP-1s, and I know there are men that will watch like because a couple of them have commented here. So um but yeah, I don't watch the other channels as much because I don't want to like I get enough of me. After I do my videos, I watch them. I get enough of me. So it's kind of hard for me to let me know if you can still hear me, but it's kind of hard for me to watch the other content creators because I don't want to be consumed by GLP-1 content all the time. So because I do it myself, it's kind of hard to keep up with the other channels. I also don't want to accidentally be like influenced in such a way that like you watch a person enough, you will get influence from them. And I kind of want to like I want to do my own thing, so I try not to spend too much channel. Like I don't want to accidentally get ideas and stuff from like other people or whatever. So I just try to do my own thing. Um, the only guys I know, Chris from Downsizing and Man on the Pen. On the Pen. The channel's called On the Pen, right? I know him too. Yeah, I know him too. Oh, and a lot of them are from Europe or something. Are they? Seems like gay men or bossy body or bodybuilders. Uh Again, something I did not consider. I didn't consider whether they were gay or not. Alexis, what are you talking about? She asked if they're gay or bodybuilders. What? I don't know. I just like I said, I just literally look at avatars. You don't know if that's really who the person is or whatever, but I don't know. Does it matter necessarily? I just take it as they're men on GLP-1s. They're just men. I don't know what kind of life they live. Mm. No, I think I get what you're saying. But I don't. The answer is I don't know. Because it's not like I get to hear them talk. I just see them in the comments, or I have seen them in the comments, or like here, all I see is the avatar. Or if they don't have an avatar, they will say, "I'm a man on Manjaro. I've been taking it for this long," or Zepbound, or whatever, whatever, whatever. But some of them have avatars, so I can see that they're male. It's just like I can see that some people aren't black. Doesn't really, I don't really think much of it beyond that. But when people are commenting, I when I'm engaging with the comments, I want to be able to say, girl, or he said, or she said. So I just kind of automatically go based on you see what you did, Journey Life. You got us in a whole identity politics conversation. Oh my gosh. I think people ask, Alexis, have people asked you before if you have your own channel? I don't think she does. I think people asked Jen if she has her own channel, and she does not. Not that I know of. But I think you can see if someone has a channel. I think you can click on their name. I think you can click on their name and see if they have a channel. Well, they could have a different channel. This, like, they could be commenting with one and then have a different one for content. On the pen. Okay, yeah, the channel is on the pen. What did Journey of Life say? Man on the pen. That's what I was like, isn't the channel called On the Pen? Not Man on the Pen. That's funny. That is funny. Now, oh, you know who else? Countess of Shopping. Okay, so let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all who made me afraid of titrating up. Countess of Shopping and On the Pen. Those two channels. Because those are the only two people that I know that made it to 15 milligram and maxed out before they met their goal. And they ended up in weight loss stalls. So they didn't say don't titrate up, but they were two of the ones that were on it the earliest, and they followed the like traditional titration schedule, and they got stuck. Now I don't know if they're stuck now. I think Countess of Shopping might have met her goal, but I remember them talking about being on 15 milligram and really not having anywhere to go. So that's why I take my time with titration. Gemini. Oh my gosh, where did Charming go? I was mean, Charming. She's going to confirm if she's going to have internet in Nigeria. I can't either. And this is not, oh my gosh, don't get me in trouble, Alexis. I am not here to talk about, well, I don't care. I'm not saying anything bad about anybody, but I know of the channel, and I watched a couple of videos, but I'm not really my cup of tea. I just know of the whole 15 milligram stall thing. I can't, not really. But I can't really watch a lot of channels now. It is, her name is Brittany. I don't know why I couldn't remember. Like, it is Brittany. Brittany with an A. Brittany GLP1. I think that's the name of her channel. I think that's the name of it. I like her. She, like, I could watch her all day. I don't know why. Like, she's great. Allie, I binge watched for a long time. And Crystal and Rain, they usually have the breaking news or updates, so I'll check in with them every once in a while. Every once in a while. Okay, so y'all, we got on this because we was talking about y'all coming up to talk on the live tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern time. Yes, y'all are coming up to talk about nothing. Well, we're gonna be talking about what I did correctly. We're gonna be talking about what I did right, just so people don't feel like I'm beating up on Compound. People are in the comments frantic, not frantic, but they're like, it's not the Compound. Oh my god, I had such a great experience. Anybody on Compound having a great experience, I'm so happy for you. I really am. Like, I'm glad that you're having a great experience. I just wouldn't waste my time. Like, if somebody was starting, I would just be like, just go get Zepbound. And if they want to go Compound, I still support them. I still support them. People were asking me, like, what telehealth do you recommend? I don't recommend any of them because they all pissed me off. They all got on my nerves. She's good at what she does. she's good at what she does. That's all I really have to say about it. She's good at what she does. She's good at what she does. Um, and it's taken me some time to like. I still feel like I'm learning, but it's taking me some time to like find my own style. So I didn't want to accidentally start copying somebody else because you're being influenced by their channel. So I just don't watch a lot of channels anymore. I don't. I don't. Like I'm not sure who else goes live. I think Ali goes live. I haven't been in her lives, but I think I've seen a live, but I'm not sure who else. Um okay, before I get out of here, is anybody gonna make my night and come out of the clouds and say hi? Yes. I got a Michelle today. I got a Bria. Yes. Mm-hmm. Who else? I'm scrolling. I'm scrolling, y'all. I'm scrolling. Sydney's been here. Reindeer's been here. Val has been here. Sandy was here before. There was a couple people that came out of the clouds today. Definitely make sure you like the stream while you're here. And subscribe. I'm probably going to do subscribers only tomorrow so that anybody got to be blocked or timed out. I'm having an experience, but I don't think it's the experience. You know what I'm saying? I need the name brand to judge. No, I don't know what you're saying. I'm having a experience, but I don't think it's the experience. You know what I mean? I need the name brand. Oh, okay. Right. Yes. How does it seem like y'all are ahead of me? It's not, y'all not ahead. I just keep forgetting what the hell I said right after I say it. Do I want to take up this fight? I don't. I don't want to. What am I trying to say? I'm a Zepbound cheerleader. I just am. I'm a brand cheerleader because I've tried both. I just am. There's no other way to put it. It's not a bias. I just personally feel like it's better. I'm not saying you cannot have a good experience on Compound. People have commented saying that if it depends on where you get it from. Like I said, it does depend. But would you want to try 4 or 5 compounding pharmacies until you find one that's strong enough for you? Like, even when I had really strong compound on Hollandale, it still was not Zepbound, because just having a compound that's really strong ain't all it's cracked up to be. Like, yeah, maybe it'll keep you from eating, but you're going to be, like, if it's too strong, you're going to be uncomfortable all the time, constantly feeling full all the time. That's not necessarily a good experience. That's what I enjoy about Zepbound. Like, it's so smooth. It's just a like a switch being flipped in the brain. I feel it less in my stomach and more in my, I don't want to say I feel it in my brain, but like I feel it less in my stomach, like I did with Compound. Like it was like something was turning off in my stomach with Compound. But with Zepbound, the desire just goes away. Like, and it's just smooth. It doesn't feel like it's being forced. It just feels like you're just naturally not hungry. And when you're hungry, like now that it's been all goddamn day and I didn't eat, I'm starting to get a little hungry. A little. It's barely like I'm like I could eat now. Yeah. Some people said they went from brand to compound and didn't notice a difference, or they went from brand to compound and got a better result. I refuse. I don't. Oh God. I just want to say I don't. I mean, I'm not saying they're not right. I just don't agree. Yeah, Hollandale was the she's naive. Hollandale. I would never debate the Hollandale people. I would never debate the Hollandale. The whoever has gotten compound from Hollandale, I just stand down. when they start talking about brand in Hollandale, I just stand down. I still think Zepbound was better than Hollandale, but Hollandale came damn close. The reason I like Zepbound better is because, like I said, I feel it less in my stomach. Like I feel that I don't feel that knot in my stomach like telling me not to eat like I did on Compound. I feel like somebody nailed my stomach shut. like my actual stomach. I feel like somebody nailed it shut when I was on compound. So, yeah. Yeah. Didn't like that feeling at all. My dog. I didn't like that feeling at all. All right. So, because I'm coming back in the morning, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here because I could literally sit here all night and talk. I really could. I could sit here all night and talk. But I'm not going to. I'm going to go eat something and prepare for tomorrow's stream. I should make some notes. And I'll probably go through some of my comments and get questions that need to be answered as well. Yeah. I don't even know what time it is. Let me see. Oh my God, it's so late. What are y'all doing? Why am I still on here? You know what it is? It's because I started so late. I didn't get here until about 3 o'clock. Then I had to go grocery shopping and do a bunch of stuff. So I didn't get on here till about 6-ish, 6:30, 7 o'clock. That's what it is. I started so late. I like this. You know what? This is actually less work because I don't. No, it's not. Yes, it is because y'all can see each other's comments without me having to like put them on the screen. They're already on. Like so whoever's when people watch the playback, if they watch the playback, they'll see the comments scrolling across the screen. Whereas when I'm on StreamYard, the streaming platform, I have to select the individual comments. Good night, Sydney. I'm about to get out of here too. Mine came from Texas and Power Pharmacy, and so far it's working, but I feel like it could work better. Don't be discouraged. Like listening to me, if it's working for you and you're having a good experience, embrace that journey of life. Embrace it. If it's good for you, if it's working if it's working for you, definitely embrace the fact that you are having a good experience. Definitely. Max weight loss, they switched pharmacies. Yeah. If you're having a good experience, embrace that you're having a good experience. It's the people that have tried both that I be debating. Because they trying to tell me there's no difference. None? I think it's unreasonable to say there's no difference. If you to say you still lost weight is one thing, but to say there's no difference, I just don't see how people can say that. Like, what measurement are you using as far as difference? Like, what are you measuring to say that there's no difference? When I got on Zepbound, I said, oh my God, I feel like I was lied to. It was so much better. Like, I'm not saying it made me lose more weight. I'm saying that the experience was better. It's better. It is better. It's a better experience for me. It's so much smoother. So much smoother. And it's so much more effective at crushing food noise without me feeling miserable all day. Yeah. I'm gonna start taking notes. I'm gonna need sticky notes around my, like, when I get my studio set up. No, I don't know if I'll do a studio setup, but when I get to my dad's house eventually and get in my room, I'm gonna have sticky notes like, okay, Alexis, compound, Journey of Life compound, Jen, Zepbound, or Manjaro, like, because I keep asking y'all what y'all taking, how tall you are. Like, I'm gonna keep asking. The side effects are different. I had less side effects on Zepbound, but that's a little biased because it could have been because I had been on compound for so long. Most of the side effects had gone away anyway. So it could be that. But something about that food noise. When you're an emotional eater, you have help on Zepbound. You don't have that much help on compound. Like, I can't explain it. It's like on compound, it's like a physical forcing of you to not eat. Like, it's physically forcing you to not eat. Whereas on Zepbound, you can tell something else is at play. I don't know what it is about this damn drug or this peptide. It's not just the tirzepatide is what I'm saying. Or if it is, the quality is different. Like, the sourcing, something is different. The sourcing or the quality, or there's another element that the compounders don't have. Something is different about the brand. Now, what will really be interesting is to see if there's a difference between Zepbound and Manjaro. Even though it's the same drug, I think the dosing is a little different. But I wonder if there's any difference between the two of those. I highly doubt it. I think they just repackaged Manjaro at different doses. But I would like to see. I would like to know. Like if I ever had the opportunity to take Manjaro not at full price, like if it ever got covered for me under insurance, I would do it just to see. Yeah, I would do it just to see. I would do it. Yeah. Yeah, but I swear, like for the past 3 videos, I will write notes and then they will be gone when I go to start the video. And I don't want to be pulling them up like, let me see how tall Alexis is again. Like I need it on a sticky note right in front of mine, so I could pretend to remember. So I could be like, Alexis, you 5'6", right? Okay, yeah. I don't know if Alexis is 5'6". I'm just making stuff up. It's just a peptide with no preservatives. I'm not convinced. I'm gonna tell you right now. Journey of Life, Eli Lilly is doing something different with Zepbound. I don't know what it is. There's something else though. It's not just tirzepatide. Like it's not just the single ingredient. I don't believe that. Or because if it is, then they must be getting the peptide from different places. Like the sourcing must be different or something. It's different. It's definitely worse when they start mixing it because they're diluting it, is what I feel. It definitely gets worse when you start getting it from compounding pharmacies that start mixing it and stuff. Because when I got it from Hollandale, it literally just said tirzepatide. It had no additional anything. So with Manjaro and Zepbound, if that's what it is, something else is, I don't know what it is, but something else is different. Something else different. Sandy B, you get what I'm saying. There's something normal, like whatever's broken, like let's say there's a collapsed bridge in your brain, or there's a gap in the bridge in your brain that gets you from hungry to not hungry, like just feeling normal. Like Zepbound does this. Like it just makes it go together. Like you're either hungry, most of the time you're not, but when you're not hungry, you just feel normal. It's just like a regular, can't explain it. I can't explain it. Like I said, on compound, it always felt like I was on a full stomach and it was uncomfortable. 5'5". Girl, I'm gonna forget again. I'm telling you now, I'm gonna forget again, Alexis. I'm going to forget. I just know that most of y'all are tallies. Most of you are tallies. Most of you are taller than me. So, all right. Everyone's still being shy, not wanting to fall out of the clouds. Like, how is there 15 people here and like 4 commenting? Y'all are, God, are going to be the end of me. Matrix said hi. Hi. See, I was just talking shit and then somebody came in and said hi. Hi, Matrix. Thank you for falling out of the clouds. Are you new? Are you subscribed? I'm putting you on the spot. Yeah, I enjoy the vials. I do. I wish I could get 1 vial instead of 4, but I'm getting over it. I'm getting over the whole 4 vial thing, the individual vial. I'm getting over it. Hi, you grizzly bear. Are you new, Matrix, or have you been watching for a while? I'm nosy. I want to know. I need answers. I'm gonna let it get to a complete 3 hours and then I'll get out of here. Thank you guys for joining. I just be up here talking about nonsense. Journey of Life. That one I have to remember. You're 5'3", right? I think. Oh no, 5'2". Somebody shorter than me, and that, like, if it's you, I have to remember that. It's important news. Like, that's important information that I cannot afford to forget. There's not many people I know in life that are shorter than me. Don't do me. Hello. Don't do me. Listen, when I start saying that, don't think I'm saying you. Because I say that a lot to my cousin. Like, it's a part of my daily vocabulary. Don't do me. Don't do me. Oh, Bria's 5'3". Bria, I was calling you out because you're gonna come up on the stream tomorrow, yes. Oh, Matrix just started today. I hope that you binge watch the whole playlist. Like, I'm a lot more animated in my live streams than the pre-records because I'm trying to get the information all out in the pre-recorded videos. But yeah. Yeah. And if you want to see any live streams that you've missed for anybody, they're available for members. Please support the channel and become a member. You get a cute badge that says Vain. If you haven't seen it, oh no, if you just come into the stream, you probably can't. But anybody that's been here for a while can scroll up to Jen F's comment and you can see her Vain badge. And when she's been a member for a month, it'll change colors. Don't do me. Yes, falling out of the clouds. Oh, really? See, this is why I wanted to do the vertical live stream, because for some reason YouTube wants people to live stream this way and it will push it out to more people. So I'm glad you found us. We're a little vain over here, okay? All right, we're a little vain, not too much. Definitely a little. Definitely a little. I'm currently in the middle of Operation Snatched. I'm coming off of just to get you caught up real quick, or for whoever else is just now finding us, I'm coming off of a 5-month stall. I lost 40 pounds on compound tirzepatide, and then I stalled out for 5 months. Wasted thousands of dollars on additional compound, and it didn't work for me. I decided to switch over to branded Zepbound vials, and now the weight is dropping again. I'm almost at 10 pounds down. I'm so close. What day are we on? Friday? Saturday? Sunday? I got 2 more days to get there. Yes. Do I Journey of Life 100? I think I keep it like 98. You know what it is? Like, okay, let me tell you what it really is, Journey of Life. So this is not my first time being on social media. I was on a different platform a few years ago called Stereo, where we would be able to interact with each other. Oh, it's changed so much since then, so don't give me the line. But at the time, it was just avatars. It was kind of like radio style, live style, but instead of seeing me, you would see an avatar. At the time, the lips didn't move. It was a newer platform, and people could leave live comments. So instead of you typing a comment, you would record your comment, and people would hear your voice, and then I would respond to you live and stuff like that. But I didn't realize you're supposed to be like fake on social media, okay? Like, I didn't realize you're supposed to pretend to be someone that you're not. So I came onto the platform just being a normal person, okay? Being super normal, and I got a rude awakening. I learned some hard lessons about social media. Well, social media in which you engage with people. Like, there's a social media where you can just watch from the background. You post a picture here and there, but then there's like actual engagement content. Oof, man, I didn't know you're supposed to pretend to be somebody else. I did not know you were supposed to pretend to be somebody else. So that was a bit of a rough experience. And it delayed my start on YouTube for a few years. It delayed it because I don't know how to be nobody else. So, I mean, but I also want people, you know what it is? Like, when you start a weight loss journey, and typically, like, we do it over and over and over again before GLP-1s, you look for people that have had the experiences that you have had. But a lot of times you only find curated, perfect views from a person's channel. And it's just like, so you never had cellulite? Like, you never had like 3 back rolls? Or did you like have that and you're just not showing me? Like, when did you struggle? Or did you always have it figured out? Like, Did you never have an eating disorder? You know what I mean? So I try to be as transparent as possible because it's less like if you're making stuff up, you got to remember that you made it up. And I can barely remember what we was talking about 30 like 5 minutes ago. So anybody got time for that? Anybody got time for that? Don't nobody get nothing out of me being somebody that I'm not, or not being honest about my experiences. Nobody gets anything out of that. I started my journey only 45 pounds down on Manjaro. I had a stall. I skipped a week, then started losing again. Ooh. Ooh, nice. Yeah, social media can be cruel. Social media can be, again, I had a very rude awakening to being myself. I had to learn that if you're going to be yourself, be prepared for the attack. Like, it hasn't really started here. Like, I get slick comments every here and there, but you know, I got a slick mouth, so I always got something slick to say back. And sometimes I try not to because I don't want to scare people away. Like, I don't, let me just be clear, right? I don't need an echo chamber over here. So I don't want people to feel like they can't come and push back. As we learn, okay, as we grow as a channel, moderators will be able to better discern when it's time to get somebody out of here now, or not. But as of right now, it's like you say one wrong thing, you're gone. It's not me, it's them. They just be like, snipe, you're out of here. So I do want people to push back and have a conversation. I just don't want disrespect. And at some point it's gonna come. At some point it's gonna come. Tough skin, I don't naturally have it. I think it's because I grew up very sheltered. I have a lot of brothers, a lot of siblings in general. Um, and I just grew up very sheltered. So I don't naturally have a thick skin, but I have a mouth. Like, from where I grew up and from my genetics, I have a mouth, right? And I know how to use it. But I will say my first experience on social media interacting with people was very naive. I always thought that people meant what they said. You take people at their word. Why would they lie? You're not lying. You're not pretending. I always thought that that was the case. And then I got burned. I got burned bad. I got burned bad. I got burned bad. So, and then now the transition to YouTube also scared me, is I've watched content creators get burned. Like, I've watched people fall out. I've watched people get attacked. I've watched some craziness. Like, I've watched people go from online beef to like really taking things outside of social media and outside of YouTube. And that scares me because I don't got time. I don't got time. Like, we could argue on here, but you're not about to like, no, like, ill, weird. Oh, thank you, Alexis. I'll just be on here tripping. I'll just be on here tripping. I'll just be on here tripping. Midwest girls in the house. What? What? Midwest girls in the house? Oh. Okay, something else you learn about me is I'm extremely literal. Sometimes I don't catch. I miss the play. I don't catch the plot. You saying Midwest girls in the house? I'm like, who's in the house? Like, I thought you literally meant in the house. Like, they don't come outside. That's what I meant. That's what I thought you meant. I am from the East Coast. I'm from New York. I'm from New York. I've lived in New York, North Carolina. Will be living in South Carolina. Um, have I been to the Midwest? I was in Chicago. Is that Midwest? I was just there. Does Chicago consider themselves the Midwest? That was my first time up there. I thought it was beautiful. It was stunningly beautiful. It was amazing. I love this. I mean, now to the Chicagoans, they were like, you gotta get out of downtown. And I'm like, I'm not here that long. I don't got enough time for that. Plus, I'm a city girl. I like tall buildings and all of that. I'm really a mountain girl, but I grew up in the city. So I grew up around skyscrapers. I love me a good skyscraper city. Yeah, the scale be tripping. Who told me to? It was who told me to bring a scale, like a travel scale with me? Because I'm ordering one. I bought my full size scale and then I got here and I'm like, oh my god, they have the same scale. But at least with mine, I can connect it to my Bluetooth to track my weigh-ins. But I will be getting me a travel size scale to bring around with me. Yep, yep. So I grew up like, so let me get into this before I get out of here. Growing up in New York, I grew up walking everywhere. I don't know when that changed. So I moved to North Carolina and became a driver about 8 years ago. What year are we in? Oh my God, it's almost going on 10 years. So about 9 years ago, 8 9 years ago, and I still was able to fairly do a good amount of walking. Last year, when I was at my highest weight, I went to Mexico, and it dawned on me I couldn't walk. But I was in Mexico the year before, 40 pounds lighter, and I had no problems. I gained 40 pounds within the course of a year, maybe less than a year. I went back and I was in a very walkable area and I was in a lot of pain. I couldn't walk as much. So I thought, oh, when I get back down to around 200 pounds, I'll be able to get back to walking. So now that I'm around 200, I'm actually below 200, something is going on with my hips. I can only walk for about 2 miles before I'm in excruciating pain, which is what, 30 minutes, 40 minutes of walking? Excruciating pain. So I talked to my physical therapist about it because we're working on my shoulders right now. My shoulders and my, you notice I sit like this, working on working on my shoulders and my back and my neck. But we're gonna start working on my hips because I'm going to Europe, and as of right now, I have no idea what I'm gonna do. I have no idea what I'm gonna do. If I show up to Europe like this, I'm gonna be in the hotel because I can't walk nowhere. Like I can walk about 30 minutes before I'm like, Starseed new, falling out of the clouds. Jen was here to put down her cloud emojis. Can I get some clouds in the chat? Like, go to your emojis and just drop a bunch of clouds. Hi, Starseed. Thank you for falling out of the clouds. Wonderful, beautiful. I love it. Um, I thought about it, Alexis. I thought about it. I thought about it. I thought about getting some Zepbound out of Mexico, but the reason I didn't is because they got some issues with some fake stuff going on down there, so I didn't do it. But yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Tijuana. I haven't been to Tijuana, but I want to go. I want to go. I want to go. Because I don't. I'm too lazy to do the research, Alexis. That's what it is. Like I'm pretty sure it's fine. Like, well, no, don't listen to me. Don't take my word for it. But because I don't know how to properly prescription shop in Mexico, I just don't. Just don't. Yeah, we gotta go to Tijuana for some Zepbound. They be tripping. $500. I want to go to San Diego. So I'm going to northern or center. Is it more central? I think it's more central California. I think it's Roseville or something like that. Next, not next month. I'm going in September for a house sit. These people got me coming to California to take care of a cat. Which, okay, their cat is important to them, and I want to go to California. So this is the exchange. Like, I want to go to California, and they want somebody to take care of the cat. And I was hoping I would get to go to San Diego while I'm there, but San Diego's so far south that I don't think I'm gonna make it. I don't think I'm gonna make it to San Diego until next year, which sucks. Which sucks. I don't think I'm gonna make it. But San Diego's like one of my dream cities. I think they got a bit of a homelessness problem now. I think. So I don't know if that means that it's a little bit tricky to visit, but wonderful, Matrix. Good for you. Good for you. So on this 30-day challenge that I'm on, I cut out pizza, soda, juice, fried food, and I stopped eating out 6 days a week. Well, not that I was eating out 6 days a week, but I dropped my eating out to only 1 day per week. So I didn't cut out sugar, but I cut out a lot of fried and fried food and sweetened beverages. Now I still put sugar in my coffee for now. I'm considering for the month of July, like, oh my gosh, y'all think I'm pleasant now? Let me stop putting sugar in my coffee and see if I like y'all anymore. Let me stop putting sugar in my coffee and see if I like y'all anymore. Yeah? But I'm thinking about it. Oh god. I think me drinking sweet coffee is slowing me down. It's slowing down my progress. Everywhere in Cali is homeless people, still cities. Um, all cities. It's the saddest thing. Yeah. Yeah. Cali is Cali got some policy issues. But I ain't no politician. I ain't no political pundit. Um yeah, Cali's rough. Cali's rough. I mean, there's a homelessness problem across the country, but I was watching channels during the pandemic that was literally watching California fall apart before, like they were watching it unfold. I'm talking about even up and down like Hollywood, Walk of Fame and all of that. Yeah. Yo quiero Zepbound, por favor. That's all I need. Okay, I'll meet you there. I love Mexico. I know enough words in an act like with the accent to get by. And they just be like appreciative of the fact that I even tried. I know, so that's why I want to go to San Diego. I've heard San Diego has some of the best weather in the country, if not the best, and I just want to see if it's true because it's good for my spur. Good weather is good for my spirit. I get very moody um when the weather is not good. And I'm low key afraid that I'll like the weather so much in California, like Southern California, because the weather it varies greatly from Southern California to like San Francisco. But I'm worried that the weather will be so fantastic in San Diego that I'll want to live there. I can't afford to live there, but I'm worried that I'll try. I want what I want when I want it. I want what I want when I want it. Really? Isn't it bad in the whole country though? Like maybe because it's closer to the border. It just seems so bad across the whole country though. Like it's just man, we just too worried about what's going on in other parts of the world instead of focusing on what we got going on here. It's unfortunate. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Yep. I want to be able to walk. I don't know if it's safe to do anymore, but I want to be able to walk from San Diego. What's across? Tijuana? Is that Tijuana that's directly across? Yo, I knew this YouTuber. I ain't know her, but I was watching this YouTuber that was on GLP-1s and she was great. And then she went to Mexico for tummy tuck, BBL, arm lift. Like she went to go like she had a lot of loose skin, so she went to go get all that taken care of in Mexico. She came back and she was on her channel and then she disappeared. And I just be like, oh my god, I hope that lady's still alive. Oh my gosh. Are you in Kenya, Matrix? Hold up. Hold up. Are you watching from Kenya? Oh my God, that's so exciting. If you are, if I read that right. Thank you for sharing that. We had somebody from Australia earlier. Wait, so what time is it there? Maybe I need to start experimenting with some later live streams to give people in other parts of the world a chance to join the lives because I typically go live earlier. Oh, we got Kenya. Is my sister still watching? My sister is going to Nigeria pretty soon. And I'm thinking of blocking her because I was not invited. Like, what? You don't just go to Africa without your little sister. Like, why would you do that? Weird. Weird. I need to find the right climate for me. I need to find the right climate for me. North Carolina is not it. And I'm afraid that it's going to be San Diego because I don't want to live in California. But I think me and the Pacific Ocean are like long lost like love interests. That and the weather. I haven't been, but I just something tells me that like oh my gosh, I'm so afraid I'll like San Diego too much. I really am. I'm so afraid. Like it's literally a fear. I want to go, but I'm afraid that I'll like it. And then I'll spend like the next however long trying to figure out how to afford living there. Man, I don't got San Diego money, Alexis. That's the problem. Like that's why I'm afraid I'll like it because then I'll figure out a way to live there. And they'll take all of my money. California takes all of your money. Anybody got time for that? Anybody got time for that? I like having, well, the credit card companies get my money now, but we're not talking about that. Um, I've been to the Yucatan. I haven't been to Tijuana, but I've been to the Yucatan. I've been to Playa del Carmen and Cancun. I did not like Cancun. I don't recommend it at all. I don't like it. But Playa del Carmen is that girl. Yeah, they take all your money. Like, so I grew up poor and did not like in on public assistance, but I never questioned where that money came from. Now that I'm an adult, the more money I take, the more money I make, the more they take. And now I start to question, well, where the fuck is all this tax money going? I can't do it in California. California will have me melting down in the middle of the street when I get my first paycheck. I can't do it. They will have me out there protesting. I don't know how them people do it. Like I get it. The weather, the weather can't be that beautiful. It cannot be that beautiful with what people pay to live there. It can't be. Yes, Matrix, but what's the weather like? Like, what's the weather there right now? It was 90 degrees here today. Humid, nasty. When I was in Chicago, it was hot, but it wasn't as humid. Yo, let me tell y'all something. Chicagoans don't like the heat. Like, they don't like the winter enders. They don't like the winter either. So I don't really know what they like, but they were melting. Like, I can't wait to show y'all the footage from when I went on my boat ride. It was so nice. But everybody was standing in line like with fans. And I'm just sitting there looking around like, I mean, it's hot, but it ain't y'all the sun is already going down. Like it ain't gonna get like they don't like the heat. They was sweating in the hotel. They was sweating. it became a game of like me asking like, hot enough for you? Hot enough? Hot enough for you? Like the Chicago, like the people in Chicago was tripping. They were tripping over like 95 degrees, which is hot, but it wasn't North Carolina hot where it's like sticky and wet and nasty and humid. Hi Shonda. We've been on here forever. And I'm just sitting here talking about nothing. I'm just sitting here talking about nothing. You ain't missed nothing. I ain't talking about nothing. Haven't decided if the playback is gonna go to members only yet. I might leave it up. It might go to members tomorrow. Like when the new one comes out, I'll probably put this one on members only. So y'all need to stop playing around and become a member. Hello. But yeah, Chicago people don't like the heat. So yeah, so Matrix, tell me what the weather is like in Kenya. Tell me what it's like. I need to know. I have not been to the continent. I've only been to North America. I've only been in North America, in the Caribbean, which to me is still kind of like North America. I've been to Mexico, in the Caribbean. That's it. Yeah, it's hot, but what kind of hot? And how hot? And what y'all do about that heat is what I need to know. Because like my beef with Europe is that they don't got a lot of air conditioning in like residences. And I'm just like, ugh, like come into the 21st century, will you, please? Like, God, Europe is so old. That's what I love about living in America. Like, call it what you want. We got a lot of problems here, but America is a baby, like compared to the rest of the world. America is such a new country relative to like Europe. Everything is old in Europe. Everything is so beautiful. I can't wait to go. I can't wait. Oh my God. But it's so old. Like, oh my gosh. I need central air. I grew up 18 years of my life without central air, without air conditioning, hot New York summers. And I like my conveniences. Like now that I have them, I don't want to give them up. Does Kenya have mountains? Like, what's the terrain like? You don't need AC. Okay. Okay. You don't need AC. Okay. I've been to Barcelona. Oh my gosh. My dream country, so Portugal and Spain, two dream destinations that I want to go to. So I'm knocking three bucket list countries off in one trip. And the Netherlands, Germany, and Switzerland, all in one trip. I'm so excited. I don't know how going live is gonna work when I'm there. I don't know if the internet's gonna be where I'm gonna be at is gonna be good enough or strong enough, but I hope it is so that I don't have to edit a video while I'm there. High altitude and cool. That's what I was asking. Okay. The reason I'm asking that is because I'm interested in visiting Bogota, Colombia, because that's also high altitude. I think Mexico City is too. But Bogota, Colombia is about 65-ish year round, which is not warm enough for me, but it also ain't too cold. Like very consistent weather year round. So 65, 67. So I would like a bit more warmth. I would like around like 75. But I'm interested in Bogota, Colombia. I'm interested. Yeah. Yeah, you can go to when you go to Barcelona, you can go to what's right across Morocco? Or am I making that up? What country is right across from Spain? They damn near touch each other, I think. Like you can take a day trip from, I don't know about Barcelona, but you can take a day trip from Spain to Africa. I just forget. Morocco. Okay. Hey, fatty. Let me go see if the other cat wants to come in the house. If it starts getting choppy again, it's okay because I'm about to get out of here soon anyway. I gotta see if the other cat will come in and eat. These cats are outside cats, or I guess they're hybrid cats because they go like from what the hell? They go from inside to outside and back again. Please close. Okay, I couldn't get my tripod to close. I'm sorry about that whole situation right there. Like that was just I just had y'all all over the place. Y'all probably saw My stomach's sitting in my lap and everything. Oh my gosh. Okay. It's dark. Oh my gosh. Now, people have like been like, I don't know how you go stay in other people's houses and stuff like that. Listen, you gonna let me eat your food, drink your wine, and swim in your pool? I can't remember where the light switch is for out here. Midnight. Kitty, you gonna come in? You don't either what, Shonda? Wonder, know how I stay in other people's houses? Oh, let me show you. I got a celebratory bottle of rosé too. They have a wine fridge. And I bought my rosé with me. I could drink up their wine, but I wanted this specifically. Is it rosé? Yeah, I got me a. It is funny to lose weight and celebrate by drinking, but the real reason is because I'm moving. I don't want to move it with me. I'm moving in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I don't want to take it with me. So now is the time for me to drink it. I'm leaving the door unlocked. Yeah. Oh. I'm reconnecting. Oh, see, it's messing up again because I'm downstairs. It's messing up again. All right, let me get out of here because I'm going to go grab the cat and bring him back in the house. My bougie way of drinking water. And thank you, Matrix, for talking with us from Kenya. That is beautiful. I hope you are subscribed. And I don't know what time it is there now, but you're probably going to miss the live stream tomorrow because it'll be 11 a.m. Eastern time. U.S., Canada, Eastern time. And so you'll catch the playback. But this just tells me I need to incorporate some evening live streams where I'm at to get some people from other parts of the world in. So that'll be fun. Thank you so much, Alexis. You didn't have to time anyone out, but I think Jen did earlier. Somebody came in telling me I talk too much and they got timed out. So it looks like the trolls are coming around more and more. Thank you to everybody else that was watching but did not leave a comment. It's okay. It's okay. You're gonna come out of the clouds eventually, okay? Hit the like, subscribe if you haven't. When the video is over, feel free to share it and consider becoming a channel member where you get a cute badge that says Vain, because we're a little vain over here. We're a little vain. Oh my gosh. Okay. Thank you guys so much. And I need to go make my thumbnail for tomorrow's live stream. But if you don't see it tomorrow, it will be maybe I'll just pop up live. I don't know. But 11 a.m. tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern time, I will be live. So I will see you all then. Bye.